Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw.
VSC at night.
KGB.
San Diego's 101, KGB, and Temecula's Q103. It's Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw with you. There were some good parts of Vital until they wrecked it at the end. The Celine Dion, Elvis Presley duo was, I don't know how they do it.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how they do it. That was cool. Anybody here see that?
Oh.
Bono sang and dressed like Elvis?
Huh?
Did he sing like Elvis?
No, it was Elvis.
Kind of like a Nat King Cole.
Oh, Elvis is dead.
No, I don't think he is. I mean, what'd you think of it, Emily?
I thought it was awesome.
I was blown away by that.
And Celine drives me nuts, and I really enjoyed the whole performance. Overall.
Yeah.
I mean, past that.
Celine is one of those people. For me, it's like, okay, I recognize you have really good talent. I do better when I hear you than when I see you. Her visual thing to me is like, oh God. And and I was in Vegas last week, and she's in her last year, and there's billboards of her all over the place in her little white size -4 jumpsuit.
Yeah.
It's a new day.
She's always beating herself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not into that at all. Whoever made this production last night deserves an Emmy Award.
Wow.
It was astonishing. They had 1968 concert footage of Elvis, and they put him on stage with Celine Dion last night.
Wow.
And it was just,
The black leather Elvis? Or the white jumpsuit Elvis?
it was skinny Elvis. It was skinny. He wasn't wearing black.
That was that TV special. It was so great. Yeah, that's the best Elvis ever.
It was amazing. It was amazing to see. It looked real.
Wow.
It looked real. And, Carly's watching this going, he's dead. I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, how do they do that? Well, they do it with computers and stuff.
Yeah.
And But wait a minute, explain it to me. No, I'm trying to watch this.
Right.
But you did it. You're a rude little pig.
Alec. You pulled that on her.
I did.
Oh,
I
that's
pulled
ugly.
Rude Little Pig on her.
Well, I hope you're happy Kim Basinger
Trying
is
to
going to take
watch
you to
this.
court.
What song did they sing?
You know what song it was, Emily?
If I Can Dream.
Yeah. I did not recognize the song. I was just transfixed watching this thing going, wow. I have such an appreciation for, production and technical and blah, 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 whatever. And it was a magic show. It was incredible to watch. They brought out Celine and Elvis together, and they sang a duet.
That's
And
incredible.
It was really
It
cool.
is.
The other incredible thing last night was when they got 3 new judges on the show.
Oh.
3 new judges. Homer Simpson in for Simon.
Yeah. Seems appropriate.
Lisa Simpson in for Paula. And Mom Simpson in for Randy Jackson.
Sweet.
If that weren't impressive enough, who was trying out for American Idol? None other than the one you want to see. I mean, don't you sit there watching Jeopardy going, why don't you try and answer the questions, Trebek?
Alex Trebek tried out for American Idol.
No. The one you want to see. Who gives out the most crap?
Simon.
So guess who tried out on American Idol?
Interesting.
Don't you wish your boyfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your boyfriend was a freak like me? Don't you? Don't you?
Okay, stop right there. First of all, lose the accent, Mary Poppins. This is American Idol. Secondly, I'm sorry, you are not 23.
You lied to us, dog. Where's the dog? I like dogs. Woo!
Okay, please, can I just put on my chaps and try once more?
Don't worry, you're going to Hollywood. It's right through this door.
Lions haven't eaten this well since Dunkelman.
Did they have them like they were sitting there right at the desk?
That was pretty funny. You lied to us, dog. And Lisa doing Paula, where's the dog? I like dogs.
It's all on YouTube. We'll get it too.
That's funny.
Did Simon kind of do some moves to go with it?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh.
It was bad.
Excellent.
Well, he always said it would be bad.
Really bad. Don't you wish your boyfriend was a freak like me?
Yeah, baby. Wish he was rich like you.
The Josh Groban song he came out and sang with a children's choir from Africa. Very good. Very good performance. It was good last night, but then they wrecked it at the end. I'm doing everything I can to avoid pressing this button right here.
Hurry up.
Not that I don't love you, my brother.
I love you as well, but
I
rip
just
the
don't
Band-Aid.
love the
Bad
message
love.
you're bringing me.
I can dig it.
And I was talking to Abramowitz during the spot break, and I got all pissed off on him.
He'll always cheer you up.
Gosh, how about that preview? Huh? Could you believe that?
He didn't watch it. He didn't see a thing.
Oh, good.
Well, that's a good thing, too, right?
Good morning.
Thank you, David, and hello again, everybody. In the sports world, ever noticed when another team loses, they look all sad and you think, no big deal, get over it. But when your team loses, it's like somebody knocked your teeth out and kicked you in the stomach for mumbling.
Oh, now, don't overdo it.
Jake Peavy has never been better. He struck out 16 D-backs through 7 innings. Left the game leading 2-0.
He struck out 17, but he only got credit for 16.
Yeah, it was a
The
strike.
10th guy.
Yeah.
The 10th guy.
It was a check swing strike.
He went all the way around.
Appeal, nothing. First round, we'll get to that maybe next hour. Only so much pain per hour.
Yeah, we gotta dose it.
So left the game leading 2-0, Jake Peavy.
And I don't understand that. Why did they take him out?
He had 117 pitches.
I don't care if he had 417 pitches. He was doing fine.
And big guys, managers think that pitchers will wear down towards the course of the season. And you know what?
They're wrong.
The bullpen had not blown a game, and Linebrink and Hoffman, the best 1-2 punch in baseball, you count on that.
Didn't you feel it coming? I felt it coming.
Of course you feel it coming. There's always a sense of dread, and that's part of the fun, because 9 out of 10 times, David, it's successful. But we only seem to feel and remember the 10%.
I don't know. I had no confidence last night.
Linebrink gives up a homer in the 8th to make it 2-1. Okay. Trevor comes in the 9th, walked a guy, and then hung a curveball to Stephen Drew that Stevie Wonder could have hit with a swizzle stick.
Oh,
The 3-1. Well hit to right. Giles is back, and it's gone, and the Diamondbacks win it! Santa Maria. On a night that Jake Peavy strikes out 16 and totally shoves it up the Diamondbacks' backs.
Careful.
Arizona wins it in the 9th.
Yeah. Despite the ruination of his amazing performance, Peavy said, I love Huffy to death, and he knows I'm in his corner. The Padres blow a chance to take a share of the division lead. Instead, still 1 game behind the Dodgers. Padres D-backs again tonight. Chris Young versus Levan Hernandez. First pitch, 6:40 our time tonight on Channel 4. Let's move on. Cubs slugger Cliff Floyd talked about his 4-hit night in Chicago's 9-3 win over Milwaukee. Emily Jane McGuire. I have $5 if you can name the artist and the song playing in the background of this locker room soundbite of Cliff Floyd. $50 to any of the rest of you. Hint, I don't know.
Hopefully start this thing road. Sometimes it's a little difficult playing at home when you ain't playing that well because the expectations are a little higher. So hopefully go on the road and calm down a little bit and keep it rolling.
The offer expires in 5 seconds. Anybody? Anybody? No. My guess was Up on the Roof by James Taylor, but I've been told
You might be wrong.
that's incorrect. Meanwhile, in the National Bell.
So, my friends, keep your eyes and ears open, especially to this political correctness. I'm telling you, they're changing everything. Last week I told a joke. I said, my grandma's going deaf. We can't afford a hearing aid, so we just stopped talking to her. A woman stopped me in the lobby. She said, the term is no longer deaf. It's hearing impaired. I said, well, it doesn't matter what you say. She got to hear it. Now, why are they changing words on us? They say it's to make everything more sensitive. But my friends, everything isn't sensitive. There are some hard realities that must be dealt with in life, and they have to have a word for them to define them. Changing a word don't change a condition. Look at this word. How about this word? Ugly, ugly, ugly. Ugly is a great word. When you say ugly, everybody knows what you're talking about. What are you going to change it to? Facially challenged? And poor people get some attitudes. I was watching CNN last week. There was a guy in a welfare office complaining to wait 6 hours for his check. I thought, gee, I got to wait 40 for mine and work for the damn thing.
Sketball Association. Dallas showered Golden State, and San Antonio John Denver to even up their respective series is at 1-1. Cleveland Denzel'd Washington Chris Boyer $10,000 if you can name one Cavalier.
Chevy.
Perfect. You can buy 12 used Cavaliers with your winnings. Didn't expect that. I want $5 for predicting his ad lib. One final note. Who is the spitting image of Babe Ruth?
Rosie O'Donnell.
Of course. And Rosie O'Donnell announced yesterday she's leaving The View.
Right.
She'll be replaced by a big mouth pipe fitter and a wig. Nobody will know the difference. Rosie says she wants to concentrate on finding a fella and settling down.
Stop it.
Another sports day.
So, just want to point out a couple things here.
Yes, sir.
So you all can just understand why I'm so torqued. You understand Jake Peavy went on a run last night.
Yes.
And he had struck out 9 guys in a row.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And no one has ever struck out 10 guys in a row. Mm-hmm. No one.
Ever
Am
in
I right
history?
on that?
No, you're wrong on that. Tom Seaver
had
struck
that.
out 10, and that is the record that
It's the
Jake was
record,
trying
right, exactly.
to tie.
And apparently the 9th guy he struck out, that ended an inning.
Yes.
Okay.
So the inning ends, and they go to commercials.
Right.
Come back, and when Jake's turn is up again, he's going to strike out the 10th guy. And he threw a beauty of a pitch, and the guy check swung because it tailed right away from him. And right when this guy was about to swing, he's like, "Oh no, that's going to be a ball." And he went around.
Right.
He went around, and the umpire didn't call it. And according to Matt and Mark, it's because the 9th guy he struck out, little iffy, and he was hearing a lot of crap from the guys in the dugout.
And
So
it
what?
was iffy. But the umpires clearly were doing a makeup call because
Makeup
the 10th
call.
one was a strikeout.
So it would have been a record.
Yes, it would
Would
have
have
tied the record. Yes.
and he doesn't get it.
Right.
And then Jake holds the record for the Padres franchise of 16 strikeouts in one game. And he tied that last night. It should have been 17.
Yeah.
So much stuff should have
Ripped off
happened
on
last
so many
night.
accounts, yeah.
Excuse me, David?
I hate sports.
But your favorite pitcher's on tonight, right?
Yeah.
Man crush, Chris Young.
Barry Bonds got another one last night.
Yes, he did.
That's going to happen this year.
741. You know, he was like 0 for what? His first 50 at bats or something. 10 games he went or something like that without a homer. And now he's just on a tear.
He is.
Steroids.
No.
You're kidding. No. Come on, Ruth. Grow up. It's human growth hormone.
Oh, that's right. Stupid.
It is 6:43 and 18 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
Krusty the Clown has issued the following statement.
This is the DSC at Night.
1015 KGB.
101.
KGB.com. It's so true. Toyota makes it happen.
It's spring savings time at Mossy Toyota with full-size savings on Mossy's full-size Toyota trucks. Right now at Mossy Toyota, check out the all-new full-size 07 Toyota Tundra or get a brand-new 07 Mossy Toyota Tacoma regular cab. Price to move at only $14,907 net cost. Only $14,907 net cost. Better hurry. This offer must end Sunday. Don't miss spring savings time at Mossy Toyota, the fastest-growing Toyota dealership in San Diego County.
Just for you. Toyota makes it happen for you.
Mossy Toyota makes it happen on Mission Bay Drive in Pacific Beach or online at mossy.com. Model 7104, 15407, Mossy Toyota, sell price minus 500, factory rebate equals 14,907 net cost. 10th net cost offer ends Sunday.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Has your car lost its get up and go? If so, you need to get to AutoZone. For a limited time at AutoZone, get a bottle of Prestone Complete Fuel System Cleaner free after mail-in rebate. Adding a bottle to your tank every 4,000 miles will clean fuel injectors, intake valves, and help restore lost power. AutoZone has the products you need to keep your car running at peak performance. So get to AutoZone now.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Plan
Find your best route to get to your destination. Visit 101kgb.com and click on latest traffic info updates. Brought to you by 511, your new phone and web connection for free real-time traffic and commute, transit, and carpool information.
There were the haves.
We're in a pretty good spot.
And the have-nots.
I'm not comfortable at all.
Now, in the most surprising Survivor yet.
No, we're left out of the loop.
Everyone will feel the pain.
Now the game is really on. I'm ready to fight.
New Survivor Fiji. Then on a new CSI. What does it take to kill a legendary boxer? More than you can imagine.
Smashed with a crowbar. Poisoned by shrimp and bitten by a snake.
New CSI, followed by James Woods in a new Shark.
It's a great night of television beginning at 8 right here on CBS 8. 2,700 homes in a North County development.
Well, there's some embers in the house.
Could they all be evacuated in a wildfire?
Oh, we got a spot fire downstream now.
Or would the owners have to stand and fight?
Holy mackerel, that whole other side is laid.
And this has happened in 10 minutes.
News 8 asks the hard questions about this controversial new firefighting strategy.
Well, we fought it for as long as we could outside, but now it's time to fight it inside.
Shelter in place. Tonight on News 8 at 11, right after Shark.
Looking for some fun and excitement? The all-new Valley View is now open, featuring a new buffet, exciting new slots, table games, and more. All in a beautiful new casino. So be the first to experience the fun at the all-new Valley View Casino today.
The best new cars make the best used cars.
We've got it. Yeah, we've got it.
And Toyota certified used vehicles are the best. Take a closer look. All Toyota certified used vehicles come with a 160-point quality inspection, a vehicle history report, a 3-month, 3,000-mile comprehensive warranty, a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, plus 24-hour roadside assistance.
We've got what it takes, San Diego.
Upon closer inspection, it's easy to see why over 1.5 million TCUVs have been sold in America. So get a great deal on a certified used Toyota car, truck, or SUV. Based on Autodata Corp, cumulative data for certified used sales, comprehensive warranty from date of certified purchase, powertrain warranty, and roadside assistance from date when first sold as new. For details, see your San Diego County Toyota dealer. Toyota, moving forward.
Male enhancement in 3 to 5 seconds? Is it possible? Hi, I'm Stephanie Seaver from Maxiderm, and nobody knows spontaneous male enhancement like we do. Recommended by leading physician Dr. Michael A. Savino, Maxiderm is that hot new topical you've read so much about and seen all over TV. All we need to prove it is 3 to 5 seconds, and you'll see for yourself how quick it works. Call now and find out how to get your free trial today. Maxiderm's patent-pending formula can help restore your confidence and performance, creating a level of intensity and satisfaction you thought was no longer achievable. Intimate encounters happen in the moment. That's why we created Maxiderm. Male enhancement in 3 to 5 seconds. Get your free trial while supplies last.
Call 800-553-7034. Maxiderm is sexual performance. 800-553-7034. That's 800-553-7034. For your free supply today, call 800-553-7034.
Celebrate Cinco de Mayo at Viejas Casino and watch the De La Hoya versus Mayweather fight in the Dreamcatcher. The fiesta starts at 3 p.m. Saturday, May 5th with live musical acts and mariachis throughout the casino. Plus, special Cinco de Mayo menus featuring specialty burritos, tasty tacos, and much more. Then, don't miss the Saturday night fight for the WBC light middleweight title between Oscar Golden Boy De La Hoya and Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather Jr. in the bout that will define their careers. Your $50 ticket includes Mexican cuisine, live entertainment, and the showdown everyone's talking about. Tickets for the match are on sale now. Go to Viejas.com for more details. It's the biggest fight of the year, and Viejas is the best place to catch all the action of Cinco de Mayo. Just take I-8 to Willows Road in Alpine. Viejas Casino and Outlet Center.
Tickets are limited, so get yours today.
Easy to get to, hard to leave.
DSC at night.
This is the KGB.
Let me give you some samples from last night's American Idol. Josh Groban. Does that guy sing good enough for you?
I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
was the best thing on the show last night. Despite the technical greatness of the Celine Dion Elvis thing, that performance by Josh Groban that guy is sick. He's so good, and he sang with these probably 30 kids from some sort of African children's choir.
Oh, cool.
These little girls and little boys with these big smiles on their faces, and a lot of them are like 7 or 8 years old, so they're missing both their front teeth. I mean, it was really emotional. It was really cool. Here's Carrie Underwood from last night.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. I won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you.
Carrie Underwood doing good by Your Girl.
Pretenders song.
Is that Pretenders? I thought it was just, what's her name?
Chrissy?
I thought it was just a Chrissy Hines song, but
I don't know. They all blur
I
to me.
I think it's Pretenders.
whatever. They're a bunch of damn foreigners.
That's a beautiful song.
It
Come
is.
on.
She's actually from Ohio.
Yeah, parking lot.
Yeah, but the Pretenders aren't. They're
Well,
foreigners.
right.
Oh.
Some.
Here's Kelly Clarkson.
But I hear your sweet voice. Coming and going.
Those two are really good. I mean,
Yeah.
they do the show proud. This, it just doesn't do it justice not being able to see it, but here's the Celine Elvis duet. I know that chick is a pain in the ass, but man, she can sing. She really can. And you can't blame her for that stupid Titanic song for being played 1 billion times
No, it's not her fault.
by
It is a beautiful song.
the stars and the Jacks and everybody of the world. I mean, it's radio's fault, not Celine Dion's fault. But the chick, I mean, if you don't have to see her,
Yeah.
God, she's good.
Yeah.
And I go back and forth on Elvis. I don't know if he is a really good singer or an embarrassing putz. But this thing last night from 1968, he was good.
Oh,
I mean, this was really good last night.
that was definitely the beautiful Elvis for sure.
Yep. But he sang good last night. He was trying. He was passionate
drugs.
about it. He was, well, I don't know. He might have been stoned out of his mind.
Well, he was better able to handle them at first, I think.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it got
Yeah,
rough.
aren't we all?
Well, yeah.
It's fun at first.
It's a fresh new brain to kill off.
A lot of that stuff is on iTunes this morning if you thought it was cool and you want to download that stuff. That Josh Groban thing, I was just like, wow. It blew me away. It was so good. That show was way better than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was going to be good. And then, what's that?
How about Gwen Stefani? How was she?
I missed the Gwen thing.
Oh.
A lot of the people who were on last night, a lot of like Madonna and stuff, they were just talking. They weren't singing.
Right. But they still got to build him as being on.
Right, exactly. They
genius.
did a very cool / funny version of Staying Alive, featuring
I did see that.
25 different people.
Oh, that was hilarious.
It was good. I think your boy Shaquille was on
Yes,
that.
he was.
It was pretty good. So they did a good job on that last night, right up to the part where they lied.
God.
The disappointment.
I mean, it was just like the Padres game. It started out so great and it was going so good, and then it just blew up at the end.
So can't we stop watching it now?
I'm trying. I really am.
Not hard enough, son.
Yeah.
Well,
you need help.
The consensus in our family last night, I was talking to Carly. I was like, hey, you excited about this 2-hour show? And she's like, not really. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Well, then I don't feel like I have to watch.
Right.
And Allie was all over it because she's big into Rascal Flatts.
Ah.
And so she started watching. Next thing I know, Carly
You're all
wants to
sucked
watch,
in,
and
yeah.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
And
It's very addictive. I mean, you start.
It's very Michael Corleone.
Yes.
It's like Dave, you've always said, why do we keep watching the Chargers? They just break our hearts. The Padres, they're going to end up breaking the hearts. They've never won World Series or Super Bowl. Why do we get...
What's the Michael Corleone line in the kitchen in G3?
Something to the effect of, I keep trying to get out, but they keep pulling me back in.
Pulling me back in. That's it. That show pulls me back in.
Yeah.
The other big story. What was the big story yesterday?
Rosie.
No. The hell with her.
Regis is coming back.
Regis is coming back.
No.
Everybody sure talked about Rosie.
All right.
The Dow.
The Dow.
Oh,
The Dow Jones
billion.
closed at 13,000 for the first time in history. Now, I have a question, and I only want an answer from someone who knows what they're talking about.
Yes.
I'm out.
This was a big story yesterday. For the first time in history, the Dow closed at 13,000. What does that mean?
I heard George Chamberlain say it this morning, but I didn't know.
Do you know the answer, Ruth?
I don't know what he
It
said.
means if you own the right stocks, you did well.
I'm just blown away by this. This was a huge story, and no one knows what it means, and none of the news organizations bothered to give a one-paragraph description of what it means.
I'm sure that's all it would take, but I...
It would.
No,
it
you're
would
not.
take.
Exactly.
It would. It would take one because I looked it up.
Just like you listen and you go, what'd you say? What does that mean?
Well, it's a big deal, blah, blah, blah.
I know, I remember.
mean, even if you aren't an investor, even if you don't have any stocks or anything like that, it's just kind of nice to know that the economy is going good.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a barometer.
It's just good to know as an American. Hey, things are pretty good right now. Now, it could go to hell today, sure, but, you know.
Much further to fall.
13,000 what?
Right, exactly. 13,000 what? And what is Dow Jones? Anybody? Anybody want to tell me what Dow
That
Jones?
industrial guy.
Who? What guy?
His name is Dow. Mr. Dow Jones, the Jones family, very famous
Shelley,
in investment circles.
Let me put this very clearly for you. If you have a long-term diversified asset allocation portfolio, you will take...
Does anyone know what the Dow Jones Industrial Average is?
Don't I feel
And that is a rhetorical question because if you try to explain it to us,
we'll go right to
we're going to
sleep.
go.
Right.
Yeah, it's boring. I looked it up. And that's why I'm not explaining it to you because it's boring.
Right.
I'll tell you this much about the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It isn't even what it says it is anymore.
What do you mean?
They made up these 30...
Like blue chip.
They collected these 30 industrial stocks that are supposed to be an average representation of the entire stock market.
Right.
But they aren't even industrial anymore.
It's like IBM and
the word industrial, when they invented this thing, it was back when industrial companies were like the driving force.
Right. U.S. Steel.
Before Microsoft and stuff like that.
Right.
The 30 that they use now aren't even all industrial anymore. So it isn't even... It's just like a word they just keep using, even though it isn't there anymore. But it's supposed to be an average, kind of like grading on a curve kind of thing. It's an average of how the whole stock market is doing.
like the median price of a home.
But even so, I have no idea what 13,000 is. 13,000 what?
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
All I know is when I go online to look at my 401k, I make $3,000. So I have some of the right stocks.
Good for you.
But I couldn't tell you what they are.
If you have a 401k or if you've invested any money or anything like that, what it means is chances are, not a guarantee, but chances are yesterday was a good day for you.
You made some money.
So it's good to know.
Right.
But I was surprised. And what do they think? You're talking down to people? If you polled 10 people, I doubt 2 could give you
I bet you're right.
a lucid explanation of what that is. And yet it's the big story. And it's like, no one knows what it means.
And I feel really dopey to not know because I remember in 1990 when it went to 10,000, it was a huge. Then it was 11,000, it was huge. It was 12,000. It was a huge story every time.
And the funny thing about this is when we were kids, never got over 1,000.
Right.
Never got over 1,000. And when our parents were kids, it never got over 100.
It was like 2. It was just 2.
It was a 2.
The Dow it recorded 2 today.
It's 2 today.
You're lucky. Both
a
of you.
record 3 is predicted for tomorrow.
Right.
So it's really gone insane.
But I don't know what that means.
Or so we think.
Or
we
so
don't
we
know.
think. It could all be made up and we wouldn't know.
And Chris Boyer, my hat is off to you for not even trying. I am
I
impressed.
was wondering if he's even here.
I am impressed by your
I don't think he's had.
your reservation.
I don't want to do the dong.
I'm impressed by your reticence.
And he's done
He's trying.
He's done the Wikipedia. He's done
That's what I did. I went to
Yeah,
Wikipedia too.
absolute.
on
Yeah.
a full-scale
Right.
Google search of Dow Jones.
Well, I'm going to write downjones.com, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared to risk it.
Translate.
Why?
And I got to
Never
tell you
prepared
something.
Other times.
I got to tell you something, Shane. This is just for you and me.
Yes.
If you want a good laugh sometime, go to Wikipedia and type in our names and just read about us.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Wikipedia.
Yeah, just read about it sometime. I mean, when you get to the Knicks,
Oh, really?
I got to tell you, I was reading this yesterday. I was looking up something on Wikipedia, and I knew that we were on there, and I wanted to see what kind of an update was on there. But I was reading about the Knicks, and listen to this, because I don't know who puts this stuff in. Wikipedia is an internet encyclopedia for Earth, and everybody is welcome to contribute.
Right.
And whoever has been writing about us is just A+ spot on. Yep. Listen to this excerpt from our segment of Wikipedia. The Nick puppets use sexual double entendres typically when female callers are on the air. A short-lived game was played using these puppets called "How Many Guys Has Your Mother Boned?" I don't even remember this.
Really?
A listener would call
You gotta
it.
be kidding.
It was one of our best bits.
How could you forget that?
I have DSC Alzheimer's, big time. I will not remember what we did. By noon today, I will not remember what we did on this show. A listener would call in and guess how many people his or her mother had sex with.
Sweet.
And then Dave would call their mother to ask the same question using the Nick puppets. If two answers matched, the listeners would receive a prize. And then they give an example of how the conversation would go. And it goes like this. Hello.
I didn't even spelled it right. Huh?
It's so funny. So I want to do it today.
We have to.
I want to do it.
Yes.
The Nick puppets.
Yes.
So the question is, you have to predict how many guys has your mother boned.
I believe you don't remember this.
I don't. I have
so
DSC.
great.
I have such DSC Alzheimer's.
It's so great.
How many guys have put the stuff into you? I think that was the way it was phrased.
Okay. 888-570-1015 is our telephone number. And we have all kinds of stuff, if you're correct. Look at all the tickets that we have here. Emily, you've been working overtime on this. We have tickets to see Eddie Money at Viejas Concerts in the Park. We have tickets to the Suzuki Superbike Challenge, going to be at the California Speedway. We have tickets to Josh Blue, comedian coming to 4th and B. Tickets to Heaven and Hell at Coors Amphitheater. It says here I have a lot of tickets available, but I know Emily's going to scarf a couple of pairs of the Ronnie James Dio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's been crazy about that.
Every time the spot comes on, it makes me so happy.
I know.
Emily and I look at each other and just, I mean, look, if you love Ronnie James Dio,
that's great.
I'm happy for you. Just don't be mad that I don't, because we look at each other and the commercial gives us a headache. Yeah. And I just say to her, I'm so glad I don't have to go to that.
Well, she's been painting a big banner back in the office. You know, love you, Ronnie James.
Dio,
Right.
The
Dio.
Yeah.
commercial makes me laugh.
Didn't you get a tattoo of Ronnie James Dio on your right arm?
On my
That's what I thought.
left butt cheek.
Oh, even better.
His face with the heart.
Sweet.
On her left butt cheek, it just says D-I, and then the O takes care of itself. Look at that, Emily.
Yeah.
You said. I also have. Do you know what this MLB extra innings package on pay-per-view is? Can you explain that to me? Do you know or not?
It's.
No.
I don't know if
Yes?
I can explain it well. It's basically it's going to hook someone up with the MLB package that Cox offers for all, like a season pass for all the MLB games.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
It's a
expensive.
sweet deal.
All right, you take your pick. And I've got Wild Animal Park tickets. I've got steaks from Bisher's Quality Meats. I mean, you take whatever you want. All you have to do is guess how many guys mother has boned. Or if you want to say, how many fellas have put the stuff into you?
Mom.
And the Knicks are just going to be with you.
Oh, great.
888-570-1015. I don't believe we've ever actually played this game, but Wikipedia says we did.
We have.
I think we had a winner, didn't we?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't even remember.
Because I think we played it twice even.
We're going to play it a third time.
Yeah.
We're doing it next here. 888-570-1015. Call us. Tell us, how many guys has Mom boned?
This is the DSC at night.
KGB.
1015 KGB. What is reality? Reality is you work hard. Reality is you want a nice car. Reality is you want a reasonable payment. Reality is you need to get to DCH Honda of Temecula during their grand opening for the real deals on new Hondas. Right now, drive a new 2007 Honda Accord SE 4-cylinder automatic with all the options like AC, stereo, power windows and locks, CD player, and more. All in stock, lease for $99 per month plus tax. DCH Honda of Temecula has rows and rows of new Hondas, Civics, Ridgelines, Pilots, Odysseys, Elements, and more. Now you can get the real deals on new Hondas. New 07 Accord SEs, $99 lease per month. $99 a month. Rush to the grand opening of DCH Honda of Temecula, 26755 Yanez Road, or visit DCHHondaofTemecula.com. Driven by a better way. 24 months, 24,000 miles, 15 cents per mile in excess, $39.95 due, 0 security deposit on approved above average credit, ends 4/30/07.
At Bank of the West, we were talking about the good old days. You know, when people were nice and didn't give each other unpleasant hand gestures on the highway. We were wondering what was different back then, and then we hit on it. Back in those days, when you opened a checking account, your bank would give you a free toaster. Well, we've decided to do our part to make the world a nicer place again. So open a free personal checking account with a free debit card between now and June 1st, and we'll throw in a new toaster. It's just like the ones you used to get back before people started sneaking through the express lane with more than 15 items. So be sure to stop by Bank of the West between now and June 1st. You'll get free personal checking with a debit card and a new toaster. And maybe if everyone starts using their new toasters to have a warm, crunchy English muffin every morning, we'll all calm down and be nice again.
Bank of the West, member FDIC. Certain conditions and restrictions apply.
Your car won't start and you're going to be late for work. Your child has a cold and you want to keep him home from school. Problems you know exactly how to handle if you have a phone. But there are people who don't. That's why the new AT&T offers Universal Lifeline telephone service. It makes phone service affordable for people who otherwise couldn't afford it, with discounted connection fees and a reduced monthly rate. Call us to see if you qualify. Additional discounts may apply if you live on federally recognized tribal lands. So if you don't have phone service, you owe it to yourself to check out Universal Lifeline telephone service. Call an AT&T representative at 1-800-446-5651. Or if you have computer access, go to att.com/lifeline. Call today. There's a good chance you can afford phone service. The new AT&T. Your world delivered. Universal Lifeline telephone service not available in all areas. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice. Additional eligibility requirements and certain restrictions apply.
So, you like the Volkswagen Jetta, sir?
I do. What's the price again?
It's at $199 a month.
Oh, I do want a 5-cylinder engine.
I'm not going to lie. That's going to be $0 extra.
And power windows.
Oh, that'll be $0 more. That brings us up to $199 a month.
Keyless remote.
That'll cost you. Yeah, $0 extra, carry the zeros.
And 8-speaker stereo with an MP3 jack.
That is going to be $0. The total is now $199 a month.
All right, I'll trust you. I'm no math whiz.
The new Jetta, just $199 a month. German engineering at very un-German prices.
Based on a 36-month lease for a 2007 Jetta 2.5-liter with manual transmission, 1974 due at signing, excludes taxes, license options, and dealer charges. Supplies limited offer expires April 30th, 2007. Stop by your local Volkswagen dealer or call 1-800-DRIVE-EW for details.
Hurry down to your local San Diego area Volkswagen dealer today. Don't miss the great deals happening right now. Visit SDVWdealers.com to find a dealer near you.
Thank you. I'm Barry.
I'm Barry.
And I'm Cream.
Together we're Berries and Cream.
Berries and cream stink.
Berries and cream us or those new berries and cream Starburst?
No. Berries and cream Starbursts are delicious. You stink.
Did I hear Encore Berry? I think you did.
New berries and cream Starburst. Juicy goodness. While most talk radio spins, AM 1360 is a radio revolution.
This is something, man. This is our generation, man.
Independent thinking, progressive talk.
Yeah, big brother.
Tune in, turn on AM 1360 KLSD.
Cruise over to California Speedway this Friday through Sunday for the AMA Suzuki Superbike Challenge. It's full throttle entertainment for the whole family with the Motorcycle Expo, live entertainment, stunt shows, and much more. Call 800-944-RACE or visit CaliforniaSpeedway.com.
Would you call a dentist if you needed your eyes worked on? If you had heart problems, would you call a podiatrist? Then why would you call a car towing company when your motorcycle needs a ride? San Diego Motorcycle Towing is the place to call when your bike needs a lift. San Diego MotorcycleTowing.com.
1015 KGB.
Thank God there's DSC at night.
DSC at
That's
night.
101.5 KGB, baby.
The DSC at night. 1015 KGB.
San Diego's classic rock.
You ready? You want to play? 888-570-1015. I have so much good stuff here. It's hard to believe it's KGB. Emily must have gone into Jeff and Jer's studio and stolen a bunch of prizes. What is that?
It was the Hooters outfit.
Right on, girl. You look good in that Hooters outfit.
Yeah.
I know you were embarrassed, but you did. You pulled it off good. And your new glasses look good, too.
Thank you.
Your new look is looking good.
You're a little hottie.
In fact, you got so much game going on. You want to be the first one to play? You want to go at it?
Sure. My mom is not up this early. Are you kidding me?
What would you guess is mom's number? There's more than Dennis out there. I know that.
I think she had fun, too.
Double digits.
Yeah, low double digits, I would guess.
Wow. Low meaning 90s?
Like, no, like a dozen or so.
Oh, teens.
Yeah. The early double digits.
Early double digits. All right. Just cracked into the double digits.
Hey.
All right. Let's go with Ramona first up here. How you doing there, Ramona?
Hi.
Hey. Welcome to the How Many Fellas Have Put the Stuffing to Your Mom game.
God, I love you guys.
Love back for sure. What are you doing today?
I'm working.
What kind?
I work at the Shelley's Mean Beans. I called in another time and you told everybody to come out and see me.
At what is it called?
Shelley's Mean Beans.
Is that a coffee place?
Uh-huh.
All right, cool.
Yummy.
Very good. All right, who are we calling?
Vera.
And how many fellas are you going to say has put the stuffing to Vera?
I'm saying 16.
Holy smokes.
Well, she's 58, you know.
Yeah. Trust me, I know.
So is Ruth. All right.
Twins.
All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's dial up. You're going to do all the talking, okay?
Okay.
Where are we calling?
Arizona, Bullhead City.
All right, beautiful. Here we go.
Peace, love, and hippies. Summer of love.
That's right. Your mom's a hippie, isn't she?
Well, she almost, yeah, she was probably.
Hi, you've reached Ken and Vera Banfield at area code 928.
Hey.
Hello.
We're not home.
Sorry, we can't pick up your call right
Oh,
now.
I'm afraid you can't. I'm going to leave a long message on my phone.
As soon as we can.
Okay.
Bang. Hey, you want to see if she's home? She might be screening.
Mom, pick up.
I got something you can pick up with 2 hands.
Well, I was trying to win something off KGB, but you messed it up. Love you.
So thanks for nothing. Oh, she was there.
Oh.
Let me call her back.
Okay.
Finger moves very fast. I thought I heard her right at the end say hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Mom?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing? How come you sound so far away?
Because she is. We're in freaking California.
Well, I know that.
I'm
Yeah,
calling
that's a dumb
for
question.
KGB,
Huh?
and I have a question for you. I want to know how many guys have you fooled around with?
No, it's not
guys-
fooled around.
No,
It's not
that's
fooled
not
around
it
with.
at all.
Oh. How many guys have put the stuff into you?
That's it. That's the clinical term. And let us add to that.
Oh my God. Since when?
Hey,
Come on, Mom.
in your life.
In my life?
In your life.
Have you ever seen that Sideways 8?
The infinity. Nice.
That's it.
God, I love my mom.
Just make up a number for us.
Counts.
That's what I always say. Was I supposed to count? I love this woman.
Give us a number, Vera.
Huh?
Give us a number.
20.
Would you like to make it 22?
I'm not, Mom.
Oh.
Who are these people?
Where are you this morning, Vera?
Where am I?
Yeah.
In bed.
No, I mean, what part of the country?
I'm in, shall I name the city?
Yeah.
Bullhead City, Arizona.
I got something that's got a bull on its head. It's like pulling teeth here.
Dave Kelly and Chainsaw, Mom. From KGB.
Listen to her thrill. What? Oh, them. All right. Bye, Vera. It's a pleasure talking to you, kind of.
Love
Not
Vera.
really.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hello to Alice.
A lot of fun not talking to you. Let's go with Curtis next here. Curtis, you're on. How many fellas have put the stuff into you, Ma? What are you going to say is Mom's number? Dozen. Even dozen. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
What's Mom's name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, Bonnie! Why don't you lie over this motion right here? Hey?
Hello.
Hello.
Where are you?
In the car on the way to work.
Oh. Sounded like you were in a barrel of water.
Are you in the well? Are you in the well?
No, I'm not in water.
Yeah, barrel of water. We all know what that sounds like. We've all heard that experience before.
And when you're in a barrel of water, you call Mom.
How are you,
Hello,
Bonnie?
Mom.
Okay.
Mom, I'm in a barrel of water. Come get me. What's up, Bonnie?
Not too much. What's up there?
Curtis, I got it right here. What's up?
Hold on just a sec. My other line just
Okay.
beat.
No, it's not. Don't answer that. Curtis has an important question for you. Go ahead, Curtis.
Just a
You there? Mom.
It's McInnes. Mom.
She bailed?
She did. I heard
She went to answer her other phone call. Maybe she's working on the next one.
Sorry.
How rude.
Go ahead with your question, Curtis.
Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, how many guys have put the stuff into you in your life?
There you go.
Here's a what?
How many guys have you boned in your life?
There you go. That's another way of saying it.
Hello.
Bonnie,
Yeah.
did you hear the question?
No.
All right, listen carefully. How many guys have put the stuffing to you in your life?
Oh, my God. You really don't want an answer to
Yes,
that
we do. There's a big prize on the line for Curtis here.
You need to know.
one. Really?
Well, that's the game. Come on, grow
He
up,
has
Bonnie.
For sure.
Try to be mature.
He has for sure.
So what are you going to say? He gave us a number. If your number matches his, he wins a prize. So what's your number?
Okay, well, my God. Oh.
Him too.
Don't forget I can count.
I know. Try 5.
No.
That's a big problem.
He thought you were way sluttier than that.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. He thought it was 12.
Oh.
Which I tend to believe it more. I mean, chicks lie down. All the guys lie up, chicks lie down. Somewhere in between's a real number. So, yeah, he thought it was 12, Bonnie.
Oh, well, that's okay. You can explain that one to me later.
All right. Bye, Bonnie. Bye, Curtis. Let me try one more here.
5.
Rob.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Dave?
What's going on today?
Not a whole lot. Just working.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for a home developer.
I got something that's developing.
It's kind of lame. All right. What's Mom's name?
Judy.
And what are we going to say is Judy's number?
2.
All right. I've got no winners so far today. I got a hunch you're going to be the first one.
So do I.
Has Mom been married 2 times in her life?
You got it, Dave.
I know exactly where this is going. All right. Here we go. Where are we calling?
We're calling her at work in Temecula.
All right. Beautiful.
Oh, no.
The person at extension 4319 is on the phone. Hi, you've reached the office of Judy Clayton.
How rude!
Oh. Yeah, that's incredible.
Well,
one time I need her.
Well, what if I take a break and we try her again?
Sounds good.
That work for you?
Yes.
All right, stand by, Rob. We'll come back and we'll continue. How many fellas have put the stuff into you, Mom? Did you come up with your number yet, Emily? Oh, that's right. You said 12, too.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Stand by, Rob. It's KGB and Q103.
DSC at night.
1015 KGB. This weekend, it's the NFL Draft, and KGB's going to keep you updated.
We'll have reports throughout the weekend,
including the Chargers' first-round pick.
and you can win tickets to see a Chargers preseason game at 101kgb.com.
Use the keyword draft online for more info. From Bud Light
and KGB.
Hello, Diana. Your place or mine? My place? Cool. Hey, Carla. Your place or mine? My place? Sweet.
HD Radio gives you more news stations and more hot new programs. Discover HD Radio at a retailer near you.
Have you driven an F-150 lately? With 11,000 pounds of towing, best-in-class payload, and the strongest frame, F-150 is built for San Diego. Now get 0% financing for 60 months, only at your San Diego County Ford dealer. If you haven't driven a built Ford Tough F-150, you haven't driven a truck. Check it out at SanDiegoCountyFord.com.
Built for San Diego sunshine. Take a ride beyond the signs.
Not all buyers will qualify. 2007 F-150 with 60-month Ford credit APR financing at $1,667 per month per $1,000 finance with 10% down. Excludes F-150 Harley-Davidson. For APR, take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 5/31/07. Residency restrictions apply. See dealer for qualifications and details.
Yeah, sure. So you want me to describe my world in 10 words or less? Rock, hard rock, classic rock, country rock, alternative rock. Stop me when I get to 10 here.
Whatever your world is about, AT&T can deliver it at the speed you need. Love music? Then here's the perfect way to explore a whole world of music fast and access it even faster. Sign up for AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet, the fastest internet in town for the price, and wireless from the new AT&T, and get 1 free year of unlimited music from Napster. That's fast access to over 3 million songs you can take on the go. Jazz, hip-hop, country, whatever you want. Yeah, including rock. Go to att.com/free music or visit a singular store near you. AT&T is the most complete provider for the way you live with TV, broadband, home phone, and wireless. The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Comparison of major broadband providers. Express speed or higher requires purchase of same phone and 2-year term for new wireless customers. Other restrictions apply. For details, call 1-866-416-6471 toll free or visit att.com/offer details.
To help Super Lotto Plus players imagine what a buck could do, the California Lottery presents the peaceful sounds of a Hawaiian waterfall. Yep, it's just one of the millions of things you could experience with your millions, so buy a ticket. Then watch the drawing on Wednesdays and Saturdays and you could win millions of dollars. Super Lotto Plus. Imagine what a buck could do. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 or older to play. Jackpots paid in 26 annual payments.
101kgb.com. Furnished by Mattress Discounters.
Welcome to Rubio's Fresh Mexican Grill. How can I help you?
I'm here to inform you that my group is forming a human chain to block your front doors.
What?
We're protesting Rubio's irresponsible engineering of the salad burrito hybrid.
Salad burrito hybrid? Oh, you mean our new rapsaladas.
Another example of man's reckless desire to create what doesn't exist in nature.
Rubio's introduces Rapsaladas, Baja Caesar, and Chipotle Ranch. 1 part salad, 1 part burrito, all parts delicious. Only at Rubio's.
Ah, the sound of spring in Lemon Grove, and you know what that means. It means that Dano and little buddy Mario spring into action at Bob Baker Toyota Scion, Lemon Grove. It's spring cleaning the Bob Baker Toyota way. These guys are so springing into action, they've even included the all-new big bad Bob Baker Toyota Tundra in the sale with on-your-approved credit, extremely reduced lease and finance rates, and very, very substantial discounts on all-new 07 Bob Baker Toyota Tundra regular cabs. That's not all. The Bob Baker Toyota Spring into Action sale includes gas-saving, easy on the environment hybrids. There's factory cash back of $1,500 on all new 07 Highlander hybrids, and there's even cash back on previously hard-to-get 07 Bob Baker Priuses. With all that's going on, you need to spring into action at Bob Baker Toyota Scion, 94 at the College Avenue exit, or anytime at bobbaker.com.
Circuit City's the place to discover HD radio. Right now, get a JVC Car HD radio for a great price and free same-day installation. No subscription fees with HD radio. Discover it at Circuit City. Some restrictions apply.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to need another stool sample.
This is the DSC at night.
Not for medical reasons. My robot needs food.
101.5 KGB.
I got to get to the chainsaw. Okay. I got to get to the Dean of American Sportscasters. I got an important question for you.
Yes, sir.
During the ball game last night, we know that there was a lot going on. We know that Jake Peavy was on his game in way more ways than one. I'm sure that's what you're going to talk about right now.
Yes.
And then I will ask my question when you have concluded that portion of the sports package. Good morning.
All right, good morning. I'll cue you. Hello again, everybody. In the sports world, Tom Seaver holds the all-time record of striking out 10 batters in a row. Last night, Jake Peavy had struck out 9 in a row. Jake Peavy pitches for our Padres. Yeah. The 9th batter was struck out on a called third strike that was kind of low. So when Jake got the 10th batter to check swing and by any measure go around enough to be called a swing and a miss, the umpire obviously felt compelled to give the D-backs a makeup call.
Tried again on 2-2. Jake out of the wind, the 2-2 pitch. He struck him out. Appeal. Oh my swing. You got to be kidding me. Oh, man.
Called it a ball, and Jake wound up striking out a total of 16 D-backs through 7 innings, but his streak stopped at 9, doesn't get the record, left the game leading 2-0. Linebrink gave up a homer in the 8th to make it 2-1. Trevor walked a guy in the 9th and then hung a curveball that a blindfolded preschooler could have hit with a piñata stick.
The 3-1. Well hit to right. Giles is back, and it's gone, and the Diamondbacks win it. Santa Maria.
Yeah.
On a night that Jake Peavy strikes out 16 and totally shoves it up the Diamondbacks' backs.
Careful.
Arizona wins it in the 9th.
And despite the ruination of his amazing performance, Peavy said, "I love Hoffy to death," Trevor Hoffman, "and he knows I'm in his corner." Hoffman was the one, yes, who gave up that 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th. Don't they understand this is a TV show? At the end of the Rockford Files, does Jim Rockford drive the Firebird off a cliff? No. He and his dad and the hot chick whose life he saved fire up the hibachi and have a little party next to that crappy trailer. It's called a happy ending.
Yeah.
Last night's Padre game was like Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box at the end of 7.
Oh, my God.
I thought that was a happy ending, actually.
Rewrite.
It's
in the box. The Padres blow a chance to take a share of the division lead. Instead, still one game behind the Dodgers. Padres D-backs again tonight. Chris Young, the object of Dave's man crush, versus Livan Hernandez. First pitch, 6:40. Our time on Channel 4. Dave, question, please.
How great would that be if let's make a deal? Monty's sitting there talking to the contestant. Jay comes down with the box. They choose the box, and there's Gwyneth's head right in the box. All right. Congratulations. The question was actually posed by listener Dave Smith, who says, I've listened to Maddie's call of last night's no call a dozen times, and I think he flirted with FCC disaster. What do you think?
Tried again on 2-2. Jake out of the wind, the 2-2 pitch. He struck him out. Appeal. Oh my swing. You got to be kidding me. Oh, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of frustration there, and I'm sure there were all kinds of words that Matt was thinking of that he's not allowed to use.
Yes.
That was hard to watch, man.
Oh,
God, those guys are good. They are so good. They make the game better. That's hard to do.
Matt and Mark. They're outstanding. Time now for this Olympic update. Chinese meteorologists say they can force rain in the days before the 2008 Olympics through a process known as cloud seeding to clean the air in Beijing and ensure clear skies for the Olympics. Known as one of the dirtiest cities in the world, Olympic officials are dreading Beijing's pea soup smog. Cloud seeding could be the answer. And if that doesn't work, they'll just invade Taiwan. I mean, what are we going to do? Protest? What's really frightening is the teeny little girls they expect to take gold in gymnastics haven't even been genetically engineered yet.
Wow. You got a lot of work to do over there.
Meanwhile, in the national
hard for me to watch any of these. Like the Olympic sports, I just can't watch them because I think too many people are cheating. Like whole countries are cheating, and I don't think we say anything to them because we're scared of them. China, I think they cheat like crazy people. Like those Chinese swimmers, it couldn't be more obvious, and our announcers are always so polite about it. Bill, do you think perhaps Wong Fu was using steroids? Well, she swam home. She beat the world record by an hour and a half, Bob. It's pretty freaky. The only sport I absolutely refuse to watch, marathon running. Oh, that looks like a bunch of anorexics in a hurry to get a burger. I can't watch it. Dude, 26 miles. You're running from something. That's all I'm saying. Sit down. Think about it. That is crazy. And they always spend all their money on shoes. You know, they have $400 pair of running shoes. And who sponsors them? Shoes. And then who wins every year? Some guy from Kenya who's never even had a pair of shoes.
Basketball Association. Dallas showered Golden State. San Antonio Banderas to Denver to even up their respective series is at 1-1. Cleveland Denzel'd Washington. In other sports, Dave.
All right, we're getting right back to it, Chainsaw. How many different guys have put the stuff into your mother? Right on. Round 2. Win that MLB extra innings package.
7:35. 18 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
The DSC at night.
Hey, don't worry. You don't have to make up stories here. Save that for court.
101.5 KGB.
All right, Rob, should we try your mom back here?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
She was on the phone last time we tried. It's, Mom, how many guys have put the stuff into you? Your prediction was 2. I successfully predicted that Mother has been married twice in her life, hence the 2.
That's it.
Let's call her and see if she's answering the phone this time. Here we go.
All right.
I wonder what that's like. I wonder what that's like.
What?
You only
Judy, may I help you?
Yeah, hey, Mom, how you doing? Good morning.
Just fine.
Hey, we're on the DSC radio show, and I got a crazy question to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. How many different guys have put the stuff into you?
What?
Okay. How many different guys have put the stuff into you?
What is that?
Well, figure it out. It's not that hard.
Or how many different guys have put the stuff into you?
Oh, it's hard, all right.
Come on, Mom. Trying to win some tickets here.
Two.
Yeah.
Same time?
Huh? Did you win?
Want to make it 4?
Sorry, Mom.
Who in the world?
On the radio show, Mom.
Oh, did you win?
Yes, I did.
Hey,
Okay.
Jody.
No, it's Judy.
Hey, Jody.
Judy.
That's what I said.
No, it wasn't.
I got a big one. You want to see it?
Oh, God.
No.
I'll show it to you. I'll show you mine, too. We'll show you both of them at the same time.
Oh, I don't want to see him. I already have to.
Oh, you lying. Lying broad.
You want to see it?
You want to see it. You know it.
You know you want to see it.
Show it to you whether you want to see it or not. Hey? Frank.
A winner.
That could have been their name. If it wasn't Nick, it could have been Frank. Frank's a good one.
My name's Frank. I got a big one, hey?
Vic.
And what's your point?
Frank. Nick. How are you,
K at
Frank?
the end. Anything with a K.
What's up, Frank?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Who are we calling?
Mom.
And what is Mom's name?
Doe.
Her name is Doe?
Well, it's actually Mondola. She goes by Doe. I knew you'd have fun with it.
Good name.
What are you going to say is Mom's number?
It's out of this world, too.
2. All right, let's dial her up. Here we go.
Now, she is also a lady you called Mother Teresa once.
Okay. What were we doing?
I called up, and it was like try to get out of the speeding ticket.
Yeah.
And it was the day her husband was going to go in for surgery, and she just couldn't handle it. She was kind of in tears, and you said, oh, God, we phoned Mother Teresa. And I'm going, yeah, I guess. So we're calling her back.
This is perfect. Let's call her right now. Here we go.
Hey, it's taken her 5 years to
Will
get
you
over
stop
that.
talking?
No talking during the dialing.
Crap.
Yes, dear.
Let's set it up.
LA4 not created.
What?
The hell was that?
Error message from a cell phone, sounds like.
Give me the telephone number again there, Frank. Yeah. Yeah. That would be the problem right there. That's not even close to the number.
Dude.
Let's try it again. Here we go. Whenever Emily gives you the wrong number, she always looks at me like, what are you talking about? It's obviously your fault, dumbass. Yeah. I didn't make a mistake.
Hello? Mom. Mom?
Yes?
Hey, it's me, Frank. How you doing?
Okay.
It's your favorite son, and we're on the radio here in San Diego.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Doe.
Hello.
Hello, Doe.
Mom, I'm trying to win a huge prize here on the radio.
How are you today, Doe?
I'm fine.
What's going on today in your world?
Well, I plan to get out in the front yard and dig grass out of my flowers.
Oh, that sounds nice. A little gardening today.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a little, maybe cook a little something later on for lunch or dinner.
Probably.
Got a TV program you enjoy watching?
I watch cooking.
Yeah. Maybe pick up a recipe or two. That sounds like a good day. Here's Frank with his question.
Hey, Mom.
What?
The question is, how many guys have put the stuff into you?
Do what? I can't hear you.
How many guys have put the stuffing to you?
I still can't hear you, Frank.
He said, how many guys have put the stuffing to you?
Oh, hey.
It's a contest, Mom. Hey.
He's trying to win a big prize.
Sure.
Yeah. So he gave us a number, and if it matches yours, then you win. Now, there's one important thing you need to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And that is... So what's your number there, Doe?
3.
3!
Oh! There's a mystery man.
Yes, there is.
In between. Wow.
That's the mystery meat for you.
Poor Frank.
Wow.
Frank. His
man.
world is shattered.
Yeah.
The obvious. Yeah, I know the obvious answer.
The obvious answer was 2, but there was
Right.
some kind of freaky night somewhere that Doe, a deer, a female deer, got a little freaky out there.
Frank, your mother.
Has a life.
Be as honest as I usually am.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
We need to talk next time I see you.
No.
Hey, Doe! I want to get something straight between us.
Yeah, right.
Mom, am I still your favorite son?
No! All right, here is Nicole next here. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very, very good. What's going on with you today?
Oh, just driving the kids to school.
Then you're going to drop them off at school.
Drop them off at school.
Right, exactly. Then what?
Then go to work.
What kind of work do you do, Nicole?
I work in escrow.
Well, that's cool.
No, not at all.
Exciting.
Just paperwork.
Pretty much.
I read every page verbatim. David.
Send me a copy early. I'll be
Do you get clients who do that? Who read every page of the big stack?
No.
Of course
not. It's never,
not ever.
How long you worked there, Nicole? Or how long have you been in this career, put it that way?
5 years.
Okay, and in
4 or 5 years.
In 5 long years of working escrow, have you ever had a single client who reads every page?
Oh, yeah.
Word for word.
Yep.
Really? Do you want to shoot them?
Oh, yes.
Or slowly strangle them?
Well, it wasn't Boyer because his claim that he did so is false.
Right.
Because he admitted that he can't even read a book without going past the first paragraph and falling asleep.
Well, he's the biggest liar here on the show anyway.
Clearly.
You know that. What's for dinner tonight?
I don't know. Oh, I'm going to the pub after work.
The pub?
The pub.
I almost thought you said the pud. Going straight to the pud. I don't blame you.
I got a happy hour for you.
All right. Who are we calling?
My mom, Annette.
And what are you going to say is Annette's magic number of how many guys have put the stuff into her?
I'm going to say 10.
All right.
10 for you.
Wow.
Let's dial her up. You ready to go?
Let's call her.
Here we go.
Okay, boys, be quiet back there.
A firm grip.
Got something you can keep a firm grip on.
You got big hands.
Hello. Hi, Mommy. Hi. How are you?
Good.
Hello? Yeah. What are you doing? I'm working. What's going on? I just have a question for you. What? I don't need details, names. It's
Positions.
just strictly informational purpose. Say if I were to write a book or something one day.
Right.
What? How many guys have put the stuff into you? What?
Why do moms never really understand that question the first couple times around? It's always a what?
They're shocked.
What?
They're
How
stalling
many?
for time.
Oh
Yes,
my
how
gosh,
many?
you want me to count right now?
Yeah, do you have to take off your shoes?
I think I
Take off
need
your pants.
an extra set of hands or something.
I got a couple of hands for you.
So, Annette, what is your answer?
What is my answer? Oh, God.
Come on.
We didn't ask you to reenact it, just count.
It helps her come up with her number.
I see. Oh, yeah.
No, but I have forgotten. Let me think.
Tell the truth.
Carry the 3.
No lies.
Pass out on me, Annette. You still there?
Some
Mom?
flashbacks.
We lost Annette. She's gone flatline on me.
Let me see.
It'd be good if it was like sometime this year.
Bobby, Jimmy,
Don.
Do you need a calculator?
Brian.
I think there was a Philip in there somewhere.
And a Brian for
Annette,
sure.
come on. How hard is it?
I'll tell you how hard it is.
What's your number, Annette?
Bob Seger like a rock.
Annette, you're killing me.
You're scaring me, Mother. No, like 25.
All right.
Nicole, how's your day going?
There we go. Don't need details. Don't need names.
Now you gotta have the details.
Polly
No, I
Walnut
don't.
says hello.
25.
Well, we have to have the details. Were you a dancer at a go-go bar? What?
My goodness. She's a hooer. Nicely done, Annette.
She's a super freak.
We have a new high water mark. We have a new high number for the moms here on how many guys put the stuff into you. Congratulations, Annette.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being on our little radio show here today. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, see you later. So,
Bye,
Nicole,
Mom.
25.
I'm going to therapy now.
Bye, Nicole.
Bye.
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah?
I got a big one. Do you want to see it? I'll show it to you. I'll show it to
Hey, I don't get it. Why would you ever want to throw your hearing aid away?
The DSC at night.
Oh, yeah.
KGB.
Experience thousands of songs on demand now. At 101kgb.com.
The best.
Reality is you work hard. Reality is you want a nice car. Reality is you want a reasonable payment. Reality is you need to get to DCH Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Temecula during their grand opening for the real deals on new Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, and pre-owned vehicles. Drive new 2007 Chrysler Sebring sedans. Lease for $249 per month plus tax. All in stock with an MSRP of $18,995. Zero due inside. Zero security deposit. Zero first payment. Plus new 2007 Dodge Ram 1500 quad caps. All in stock. $11,000 off MSRP. Now you can tell the other dealers to get real. New 07 Chrysler Sebrings. $249 lease per month. Sign and drive. Rush to the grand opening of DCH Chrysler Jeep of Temecula. 26799 Yanez Road. And DCH Dodge of Temecula. 26845 Yanez Road. Or visit DCH Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Temecula.com. Driven by a better way. 39 months, 10,500 annual miles, 15 cents per mile in excess on approved above average credit. Ends 4/30/07. This is the DSC at night.
Go to bed!
1015.
KGB.
All right, we are going to play Boyer Grunts the Hits in just a second, but first I want to take a moment to say hi to San Diego Charger place kicker Nate Kading, who is graciously taking time out of 7th grade today to... He looks to me like he's in 7th grade.
He's youngish looking, yes.
Call us from the Stan Humphreys Celebrity Golf Tournament. Good morning, Nate.
Morning.
First,
it's 8th grade, actually.
8th grade. I beg your pardon. He tested out.
Sweet.
Hey, dude, I saw you playing poker on TV.
Yeah, I don't know how it all worked out for me, but I'm a little bit better golfer than poker player.
I remember this. I'm watching, the Cooking Channel has a poker game these days. What TV show was that, Nate?
That was a local deal that I think it was probably on Channel 4, the local TV station here. It was just kind of a local thing, and we got some guys that kind of poached them off of this celebrity golf tournament. First of all, I don't know how I find myself in the middle of all this, with the word celebrity. That's really not my status. But this golf tournament has a lot of great celebrity players, John Elway, Emmitt Smith.
You get a little,
some of those big names.
I'm curious, Nate. I know you're not a rookie. I know you've been around a little bit, but do you get a little intimidated when guys like John Elway and stuff are in the room with you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm just this guy from Iowa. I mean, I grew up.
All right.
watching it.
You are a superstar. Stop it.
Nate, was John Elway an All-Pro last year?
No. Not good enough.
Has been washed up.
I'm just like everybody else. I mean, I grew up watching these guys play. You know, you have like Mike Schmidt, a lot of great baseball players, Mario Lemieux, hockey players. I grew up watching these guys
Yeah, but
just like everybody else. So it's fun for me. It's a neat experience.
And it's good that you're humble. But seriously, how were Mike Schmidt's numbers last year?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
that good.
You were 7 when Mike Schmidt cried his retirement.
Nate, let's not forget to say congratulations on a great year last
Absolutely.
year. We're all just keeping our fingers crossed that the stars will line up like that again for us coming up here in 2007.
Things obviously didn't end the way that we would have liked to, but when you're 14-2, you have expectations that you're only going to meet if you're sitting there at the end of the year, like Indianapolis was. But I think the neat thing about what we got going on with the organization that's built now is something like Indianapolis has. You look back at their previous 4 or 5 years, and I mean they weren't standing at the podium in February. They were the ones that were disappointed, just like us. But you put together a great group of people, great talent and great character like we have here, and you keep grinding away at it year after year. And we're all confident that one of these years coming up, we'll be the ones holding that trophy.
Well, you know what? Regardless that we didn't get the Super Bowl ring, it was still great entertainment last year.
Fabulous season.
I mean, it really was. So thank you for that. And now you're out at this celebrity golf tournament, making a little money for Children's Hospital that Stan's been doing for 9 years out there at Morgan Run. And are you playing today?
Yeah, we play. The way it works is we play with the sponsors the first 2 days, and then the next 2 days is neat for all the fans to come out, because then it's just us athletes and actors hacking up the golf course and kind of playing like a regular golf tournament. So we get to do a lot of interaction with the fans and be out there. But like you said, it's a great thing for the Children's Hospital. I get a couple chances a year to go over there and visit with the kids, and I know Stan has a lot of personal interest with the hospital. He had a couple of his kids go through there. So it's a great cause, and it's something that, I'm a young married guy myself, hoping to have a family here sometime down the road. And, the kids, it's always tough walking through those halls and seeing those kids sitting in those hospital rooms. So anytime you can raise money for that cause, I'm definitely up for that.
You're right. And, it's so easy to come out and watch this game. People don't have that much money, but check this out. If you want to go out there and watch this tournament, and, they're going to be doing autograph signing on Saturdays. There's all kinds of contests. You could win a car. You could win $1 million freaking dollars.
Sweet.
It's a pretty good deal. It only costs $10 for the whole 4-day pass.
That's sweet.
And if you're a kid who is 10 or younger, or you're a member of the military with an ID, it's free. So why wouldn't you go out and see all these great names, these great entertainers, these great players like Nate Kading, Ray Romano, John Elway, Micah Ruzioni, Craig Shoemaker. All these guys are out there.
That guy with the bad knees.
Mike Schmidt is out there. I played with Mike Schmidt in this thing a couple of years ago.
Bromo almost killed him.
He did. He almost hit him right in one of his 2 very bad knees. Geez. Mike Schmidt is a good player. Are you a good player, Nate?
I'm like a 8 handicap. I feel like 80, something like that. Nothing special.
Well, that's pretty good. Now, have you played in this before?
I have. I played the previous 2 years.
Do you have I think it's called a standard bearer? Someone walks with the group that has a big sign that has the names of the people who are playing there?
Yeah, that's why it's neat for me, because I've really never played a whole lot of competitive golf, so it's kind of fun because you get the galleries and you have your own caddy, and you get like you said, the person with the scores walking by.
It is cool
on it, so it's cool, and it kind of makes your knees shake a little bit, because usually out there with a couple buddies and a 6-pack of beer or something playing golf, but then you get out there and you get 50 people standing to your left or right, and then you're keeping your score and stuff. It makes it a little interesting, but it's fun.
Yeah, it can make you feel a little choky sometimes. I've done this. I know it's like, Nate, on the standard, do you go by the name Nate Kading, or do you go by your affectionate nickname?
What's the nickname? It depends on
I'm
what
sorry?
the nickname is.
You don't know what your nickname is? Oh, I can't believe this.
Do I want to know?
No, you don't, because I don't subscribe to this at all.
No.
He's 89.7%
You need to
last year.
embrace it, because the affectionate nickname helped him.
I thought I thought you, the dean of American sportscasters, had endowed credit on Shelley Dunn for turning Nate Kading around.
Yes, but I never. Well, all right.
It's one bad
What
kick.
she did is she gave you a bad name, and then you turned it around to greatness.
Look,
and by
in
karma,
my emotion, as such a fan, there were times when you would get out there to do your job, and you didn't perform.
It was the Jets game, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I spontaneously just said, well,
It was the whiskey talking.
It was the vodka.
was drunk.
Yeah.
It was the whiskey talking.
I was drunk and I called you a horrible thing, but it turned you around. Even though you didn't hear it, you subconsciously were turned around and you just... Everything was great.
Like
you kicked
Drew
ass after
Brees,
that.
you told you got to after
Well,
2 games. You said
I
get
said,
rid
get
of
him
Drew
out. Just
Brees.
get him out.
Get rid of Drew Brees.
And
he turns
heard
into an
that,
all-pro.
and yes,
he heard that. So
Exactly.
Shelley Dunn is the opposite kiss of.
She gets credit for it.
Yeah.
So I think
really
you're
does.
welcome.
It's a little thing called tough love, Nate, and I'm glad to see that you responded well to it. I am curious, though, Nate, in a situation, say like the Jets game or another game where truly the game is on the line, a long kick, bad weather, seconds left. I mean, is it tough? Is it something that you go out and go, well, this is my job, I'm going to do it? Or do you go out there going, holy crap, don't screw up.
Don't blow it.
Yeah.
Well, in all honesty, I mean, when you get to that point in the game, you're not really thinking like that. Luckily, you just kind of go out there and just try to do it. But one of the toughest things for me to learn as an athlete, and I think it's one of the hardest things for a fan to understand, is that you're going to have mistakes. And I mean, I'm as competitive as they come, and I hate making mistakes. But if you can't sit there at the end of the day and understand that I'm human and that I'm not going to always do things exactly how I would like them to go and how all the fans would like them to go. I mean, if you can't handle one mistake, or regardless of how big it is at the end of the game or start of the game or preseason or playoffs or whatever it is, if you can't handle that disappointment, that defeat, then that's all part of the game, and that's the way it is.
Sure. And part of handling it is just spewing out what's on your mind and just saying, why? I can't.
No, I think it's a realistic attitude. Now, did you watch the baseball game last night, Nate?
I didn't.
Because I'm wondering, I know Hoffman has this routine. Trevor Hoffman has this routine where he sits in the dugout after the game, win or lose. And he blew the save last night on a game where Jake Peavy should have set a record if it weren't for such bad umpiring. And it's got to be an extremely emotionally difficult thing to get yourself out of that, especially if it happens in the middle of the game and you got to go back out and do it again. God, that's got to be hard.
Right. That's kind of what I said. I mean, it's a matter of perspective, and that's kind of what, Trevor Hoffman, what makes him such a great pitcher is that I'm sure he's had a lot of saves or pitches that he would have liked to have back, but it's all part of being a great athlete is being able to take the good with the bad and going out there. It's not just how strong you are. It's a lot of it's the mental part of it, and I know...
Oh, great, Shelley. You pissed him off. Now he's gone.
Where'd he go?
Someone whispered to him his nickname, and he hung up.
Oh.
And much like
little idiot.
Trevor Hoffman, Nate Kading had an 89.7 field goal conversion rate. Do we remember the 89%?
No,
which is just like Trevor's percentage on saves. It's those 10% that we seem to fixate on. And let's say, the reason he's so great is they build up expectations.
I think Nate has a pretty mature and realistic attitude towards the ones that don't go the right way. I was impressed to hear that. Nevertheless,
he probably calls himself names too.
Nevertheless, as mature and grown up and realistic as these guys act about it, it's got to kill them.
Of course. Sure.
And he's the first one to call himself a
And it's always fun to hear that in an interview.
Hey, buddy, we're back with you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, no problem. Well, let's go back to talking about this celebrity golf tournament that you are in today. There's a $200,000 purse out there. You could be picking up a couple of shekels by the end of the day here.
Yeah, I won't be pecking away much of that. There's some good golfers out there.
I know it.
These guys score, 5, 6, 7, 8 under par for 2 days, so that's definitely not me. I might grab a couple $100 or something. That's about it.
Let's go back to talking about the shaky knees here for a second, because I can totally relate to what you were saying before. People say that talking in front of a group of people is the number one fear that human beings have, and I have no problem with that. You put a crowd of 20,000 people out there, I'll go out there and sing and dance and tap dance and tell jokes, whatever. I played in a couple of tournaments out at Torrey Pines, and I had a throng gallery of about 22 people, and I was dying on the inside. And I know...
Weird. Yeah, you're right, though. It's weird because it's like you're a great public speaker. You don't have any problem with that. I don't have any, rarely do when I'm out on the football field, and there's
70,000 people.
There's a few 4 or 5 million people at home making up nicknames about me when I do that stuff.
It was involuntary.
But when I get on the golf, it's just, and I don't get nervous in the football field. When I get out there on the golf and there's people watching me, it's just weird because it's the certain things just kind of make you twitch a little bit. But it's but that kind of makes it fun too because you don't really get that sensation just playing with your buddies.
Well, it's all weekend long. Saturday and Sunday are the big days. I don't know if it's going to be on TV, as has been many years before. I want to say thanks to Toyota. They are the big sponsor for Stan Humphries Golf Tournament. And remember, if you go out there for any or all the days, it's $10 done. If you're the military with ID, it's free. If you bring your kids, they're 10 and younger, it's free. I know that you're up to, 12 now, so you've got to pay your $10 to get in. So that's too bad. Hey, while we were waiting for you to call back, Chainsaw went through a brief stat with you, and he pointed out that people don't remember the 89% victory number. It's the one that didn't go through that people remember, and so that's the tough thing. But you get the big bucks, you get the hot chick, and everything's good for you. That's what that's your job, and your world's pretty good, I hope.
Yeah, I got no complaints, and that's my job. My job is to a certain extent to look back and try to improve on what I did. And I know that there were some things that didn't go my way in the past. But my job is solely to look forward, and my job is to get out there and help the team win some ball games and push us towards the Super Bowl here in the future. So that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm putting all my effort towards. So I'm looking forward to it. And
you are doing more than your part, that's for sure. And 89% plus is higher than most, just about higher than anybody else. And we're grateful to have you on the team, and looking forward to more fun late this summer when the Chargers come back against the Bears in 2007, 2008. And it's been a real pleasure. Long time. It took too long to get you with us, but it's been a real pleasure to meet you. And good luck this weekend on the golf. And we wish you and your family the very best, okay?
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Nate.
You bet. Bye.
Jerk.
God. You screw
What a
one
jerk.
vote.
Terrible attitude, huh?
God. Man, why do we have to have jerks?
I don't know.
He's
Well,
such
he
a
is
jerk.
he is a quality guy.
And the Chargers like him so much they have committed to him through 2012.
Awesome.
Yeah, as they should. As they should. It's so true, Chainsaw. You don't remember the good. You remember the very few that
Make you say little idiot.
That's the curse of being so good.
Yep.
And he's an all-pro.
Yep.
Is that when you fail like Trevor Hoffman did last night, it's so significant and so mind-blowing. Oh, the sky is falling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he'll go 9 out of 10, and we'll say, okay, back to business.
Remember, we were wishing we never got rid of that other kicker. I can't even remember his name now.
John Carney.
Yes.
Oh, no, we didn't want to get rid of John Carney.
Oh, he left
We
us.
did not want to get rid of John
No, but
Carney.
I mean, we did when Nate had that bad kick. We're like, God, why did we get rid of him? And then he's been just kicking ass ever since.
Yeah.
And
Well, Nate is a quality guy, and I feel much better about him. It's funny. I feel, I didn't know exactly how to feel about him. Never met him before, but now that we have, that's a guy that you root for sure.
living the dream.
Very good dude, Nate Kading.
KGB. This is the DSC at night.
If you go ahead and listen very carefully, you'll hear the familiar sound of no one caring.
1015 KGB. KGB.
You want to feel great? All you need is 128. Hi, I'm Jeff Scorzel, president of Banner Mattress. During Banner's 128 and You'll Feel Great sale, get any size mattress for just $128 each piece when you buy the set. Twin, full, queen, or even king size, your choice, they're all just $128. Plus, pay no money down, no payments, and no interest for an entire year. Even on Beauty Rest, Tempur-Pedic, New Zone, and Heirloom mattresses.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Has your car lost its get up and go? If so, you need to get to AutoZone. For a limited time at AutoZone, get a bottle of Prestone Complete Fuel System Cleaner free after mail-in rebate. Adding a bottle to your tank every 4,000 miles will clean fuel injectors, intake valves, and help restore lost power. AutoZone has the products you need to keep your car running at peak performance. So get to AutoZone now.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Everybody knows that Mossy Nissan jingle. Well, how would you like to be San Diego's next singing sensation? It's easy. It's the Mossy Nissan Sing the Jingle and Win contest. It's easy to play. Just record yourself singing that Mossy Nissan jingle. Drop it off at any of the 6 Mossy Nissan locations here in San Diego County. And at the end of the month, they'll decide who's going to be the next Mossy Nissan Idol. That's right, Mossy Nissan Idol. Details are at mossy.com.
Mossy Nissan, Mossy Nissan, Mossy Nissan.
On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina presents
The Ultimate 5 Combo, where you choose 5 of your favorite Mexican favorites all on one plate, just the way you love them. Choose from delicious enchiladas, mouth-watering chimichangas, overstuffed quesadillas, and more. Don't forget On the Border's award-winning tasty margaritas. Visit On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina in Mission Valley, Mira Mesa, El Cajon, Escondido, and ontheborder.com for catering information. It's On the Border for happy hour every weekday from 4 to 7 p.m. where you'll find great food and drink specials. On the Border, see what sizzles.
What a sale right now, the Giant.
Pearson Ford.
Our lowest advertised monthly payments ever. Just check it out,
www.pearsonford.com. Take a look at the Focus, Fusion, Ranger, Mustang, Edge, Explorer, and Super Cruise specials.
Hurry, sell-ins 4:30, the Giant, Pearson Ford.
They're giving away a car a month every month this year. And not just any car, but hybrids, Priuses and Civics. Great mileage, great for the environment, and great for the community. All North Island Credit Union members have a chance to win. If you haven't heard about the island's Car a Month giveaway, you're probably not a member yet, but you can be. All San Diegans are welcome at the island. Then you can enjoy island rewards, free gifts, special rates on auto loans, free checking, and how'd your child like to be a kickoff kid at a Chargers game? Island membership has all kinds of benefits because the island is a different kind of financial institution. It's a place where you can feel welcome, secure, relaxed, and even have a little fun. The Car a Month giveaway, a year full of island rewards, and a lifetime of service. Now, more than ever, the island is right for you. Must be 18 or older. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Full details on myisland.com.
Male enhancement in 3 to 5 seconds? Is it possible? Hi, I'm Stephanie Seaver from Maxiderm, and nobody knows spontaneous male enhancement like we do. Recommended by leading physician Dr. Michael A. Savino, Maxiderm is that hot new topical you've read so much about and seen all over TV. All we need to prove it is 3 to 5 seconds, and you'll see for yourself how quick it works. Call now and find out how to get your free trial today. Maxiderm's patent-pending formula can help restore your confidence and performance, creating a level of intensity and satisfaction you thought was no longer achievable. Intimate encounters happen in the moment. That's why we created Maxiderm. Male enhancement in 3 to 5 seconds. Get your free trial while supplies last.
Call 800-553-7034. Maxiderm is sexual performance. 800-553-7034. That's 800-553-7034. For your free supply today, call 800-553-7034.
There's one station that brings you the information that matters to you. The news that makes a difference in your life. The talk that you care about. Set a preset for AM 600 KOGO. AM 600 KOGO. San Diego's news and talk station.
For a scooter, a sport bike, a touring bike, or a custom Harley, San Diego Motorcycle Towing is the place to call when your bike needs a lift. They'll do it faster, better, without scratching your bike, and usually for less money. San Diego Motorcycletowing.com. That's San Diego Motorcycletowing.com.
Dave Shelley and Chainsaw.
DSC at night.
KGB.
The DSC at night. 101.5 KGB. San Diego's classic rock.
Let's do sports right now with Chainsaw here on KGB and Q103. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and thank you very much, Dave Rickard, Shelley Dunn, Chris Boyer, Ruth 66. Hello again, everybody. In the sports world, Tom Seaver holds the all-time record of striking out 10 batters in a row. Last night, Jake Peavy had struck out 9 in a row. The 9th batter on a called third strike that was kind of low. So when Jake got the 10th batter to check swing and by any measure go around enough to be called a swing and a miss, and thus a 10th batter in a row struck out, the umpire obviously felt compelled to give the D-backs a makeup call. What up with that?
Tried again on 2-2. Jake out of the wind, the 2-2 pitch. He struck him out.
Yes,
Appeal.
he did.
Appeal.
Yes, he did. What? First baseman?
Oh,
umpire?
Oh my swing. You got to be kidding me.
A ball?
Oh, man.
That was a ball? Jake wound up striking out a total of 16 D-backs through 7 innings, left the game leading 2-0. It was a dominant performance. You hand it over to Linebrink and Hoffman. 9 out of 10 times, it's going to convert. Linebrink gave up a homer in the 8th to make it 2-1. Trevor walked a guy in the 9th and then hung a curveball that Helen Keller could have hit with a knitting needle.
The 3-1. Well hit to right. Giles is back, and it's gone, and the Diamondbacks win it.
No.
Santa Maria.
Oh, my.
On a night that Jake Peavy strikes out 16 and totally shoves it up the Diamondbacks' backs, Arizona wins it in the ninth.
Oh, it was just heartbreaking, ladies and gentlemen. It was just awful. But despite the ruination of his amazing performance, Peavy said, "I love Huffy to death, and he knows I'm in his corner." So the Padres blow a chance to take a share of the division lead. Instead, still one game behind the Dodgers. Padres D-backs again tonight, and the object of Dave's man crush, Chris Young versus Livan Hernandez on the hill tonight. First pitch, 6:40 our time on Channel 4. So Hall of Famer Tom Seaver, thanks to last night's umpire, still holds the all-time consecutive strikeout record. And Tom Seaver likes to talk about how this reporter inspired his greatness.
How could we forget the midnight phone calls when I couldn't get my curveball over? And you well remember that those pieces of advice that you gave me, don't you, Cookie?
That's right. Led you
what were they?
Well, keep it low and curve it. Yeah, and flick that wrist a little better and keep the leg up. Yeah.
Very, very perceptive, especially at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no question about that. How could I have made it without you?
I don't think you would have made it without me.
True story. Tom Seaver, Hall of Famer.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Seaver, and you know what? Cookie Chainsaw Randolph is the greatest guy I have ever known. Actually, he's the second greatest guy I have ever known.
Yeah.
Everybody else is tied for first.
Whatever. Number
Silver
two.
medal, man. Silver medal.
Not bad at all. Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
First to lose.
Meanwhile, in the National Bell.
If you've never had the opportunity to see the inside of a Major League locker room, you're missing out. I suggest that since you may not have access, most people don't, you ought to head down to a local gym. Spend some time in the showers. Listen for the sounds of slapping flesh. Sense the tangy bouquet of after-shaven body spray. Relish the musky mist that hangs and hovers. The 0-1 just low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And I've been noticing Harris's firm backside. After every swing, his taut biscuits do a little jiggle. A rapid boing. A teeny weeny wiggle waggle that really adds to the flavor of the game. And you add that spectacle to the surrounding tastes, smells, and sounds, it really makes a meal, folks. Man, oh man. Lund, now set, looking, kicks and fires a rocket. A fastball just missing the inside corner, 2-1. Jeremy Lund. Remarkable ball control. His balls today quite impressive, rising and falling with each offering. I notice he likes to moisten, spitting on, and rubbing his balls all afternoon. The 2-1 fouled back and out of play, and the count evens.
Skip-ball association. The NBA playoffs continue. Last night, Dallas and San Antonio evened up their series at 1-1. Cavaliers take a 2-zip lead over Washington. And the Phoenix Suns are not employing towel boys to mop up the floor in this first round. Instead, they're using the Lakers, Ruth. Leading 2-0. Game 3 is tomorrow night at Staples. In other sports, David.
All right, next. I promise you, Boyer grunts the hits.
Sweet.
And we are getting close to Shelley Dunn's half-baked crackpot news. Wait until you hear what has happened to Hugh Grant.
It's unreal.
Hugh Grant has invented a new weapon.
Yes.
And was arrested for using it.
Oh, my God.
And it is stunning. And if it isn't your top story, I quit.
Wow.
Okay, so take your Iraq and take your Dow Jones and just stick it up your pooper.
This is a golden opportunity for Shelley Dunn.
Either he's quitting or I'm packing. Wow.
Hugh Grant, inventor, jailbird. Wait till you hear.
I can't wait now. Oh, but we have a lot more fun between now and then.
We got a lot to do.
Yeah, 8:28. 22 seconds. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network.
Well, what are we doing standing here listening to this for?
The DSC at night.
They can teach us stuff.
101.5.
My plan is working.
Your plan to piss me off?
KGB.
101.5 KGB.
Free love. Free love.
It's radio the way it was meant to be.
Free love.
Absolutely free. It's HD radio. You just gotta love it. Get yours today at the Sharper Image.
Another how-to half-minute from the Home Depot.
Wow, Stacy, Yard of the Month sign. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
All those amazing flowers. It's just beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, too bad our neighborhood doesn't have a Yard of the Month club.
It does now.
Want the ultimate backyard? You'll find out how at the Home Depot's Outdoor Living event. Learn about a variety of projects at our free workshops on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays until May 13th. The Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
Celebrate Cinco de Mayo at Viejas Casino and watch the De La Hoya versus Mayweather fight in the Dreamcatcher. The fiesta starts at 3 p.m. Saturday, May 5th with live musical acts and mariachis throughout the casino. Plus, special Cinco de Mayo menus featuring specialty burritos, tasty tacos, and much more. Then, don't miss the Saturday night fight for the WBC light middleweight title between Oscar Golden Boy De La Hoya and Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather Jr. in the bout that will define their careers. Your $50 ticket includes Mexican cuisine, live entertainment, and the showdown everyone's talking about. Tickets for the match are on sale now. Go to Viejas.com for more details. It's the biggest fight of the year, and Viejas is the best place to catch all the action of Cinco de Mayo. Just take I-8 to Willows Road in Alpine. Viejas Casino and Outlet Center.
Tickets are limited, so get yours today.
Easy to get to, hard to leave.
At Bank of the West, we've noticed there are three things that people always seem to crave: money, respect, and toast. So we've decided to put these three together in one great offer. If you open a new free personal checking account, you'll also get free online banking and free bill pay, so you'll save money. You'll also get the personal service Bank of the West is famous for, and you'll appreciate the respect that comes with it. And when you get a free debit card with your new checking account, we'll throw in a brand new toaster, just like banks used to give away before they took the bread right out of your mouth. So be sure to stop by Bank of the West between now and June 1st. You'll get free personal checking with a debit card, lots of respect, and your brand new toaster. Remember, at Bank of the West, it's not just about the money. It's also about treating you well and making sure you start the day with a warm, nutritious breakfast.
Bank of the West, member FDIC. Certain conditions and restrictions apply.
Welcome to Rubio's Fresh Mexican Grill. How can I help you?
I'm here to inform you that my group is forming a human chain to block your front doors.
What?
Human chain, front doors. We're protesting Rubio's irresponsible engineering of the salad burrito hybrid.
Salad burrito hybrid? Oh, you mean our new Rapsoladas.
Another example of man's reckless desire to create what doesn't exist in nature.
Rubio's introduces Rapsoladas. They're tastiest salads wrapped in a savory seasoned tortilla.
But we're just combining the great flavor of our salads with the fun of eating a burrito.
Well, yes, then next month someone's combining a kitten and a cactus. It's a slippery slope.
Chipotle Ranch Rapsoladas include chili lime tortilla strips, cotija cheese, and Chipotle Ranch dressing. Baja Caesar Rapsoladas feature Baja Caesar dressing, chili lime pepitas, and salsa fresca. Both come with chicken, shrimp, or mahi-mahi.
Maybe your group should come in and try our Rapsoladas before passing judgment.
That sounds very sensible. Lunch first, then protest.
Rapsoladas, only at Rubio's.
Live streaming online now at 101kgb.com.
Furnished by Mattress Discounters.
Turn those lights off, start spinning those balls, and get your glow on every Friday and Saturday night at Surf Bowl in Oceanside. It's cool, it's crazy, it's extreme glow-in-the-dark bowling, and nobody sets them up and knocks them down better than Surf Bowl. Gather your friends, load up the family, or just bring yourself. It's wacky, it's wild, it's extreme glow-in-the-dark bowling every Friday and Saturday night, 10 p.m. at Surf Bowl in Oceanside on Coast Highway, 1 block south of Oceanside Boulevard. Details online at surfbowloceanside.com. Been bowling lately?
For crystal clear digital sound plus a ton of extra HD stations, go to Radio Shack and bring home a subscription-free HD radio. It's the best thing you can do with your radio.
HD Radio. Discover it at Radio Shack, where you don't just buy stuff, you do stuff. Available in select stores or online.
DSC at night. DSC at night.
This is the KGB.
I have to listen to Chris Boyer on the radio with Dave Schilling Chainsaw. Yes, Chris Boyer with Dave Schilling Chainsaw on the radio. Chris Boyer, 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 Boyer. Boy, boy, the big man, boy, 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 boy.
Chris Boyer.
The only member of this show with a personalized jingle from Haywood Banks.
I'm flattered. He's a great guy.
Steve. All right. Bromo, did you enjoy putting together the Boyer Grunts the Hits?
Yeah, but it wasn't easy.
Tell me why.
It's just, I hope I don't sound too redundant in all these, but I also hurt my throat doing them.
So,
I'm not kidding.
Try to imagine what it's like him talking like that all the time.
All the time, no kid.
Using his 14-syllable words.
So I hope you guys understand these, and we'll be able to recognize them.
Now, we all putting $5 on the table?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, Boyer, you're going to play too?
Yeah.
Because you have nothing to do with this other than the inspiration for it. All right, Chainsaw, will you keep score for me?
I will, sir.
All right, here we go. Song number 1 on Boyer. This was inspired by Abramowitz walking around doing the, what is that song called? Tom's Diner.
Yeah.
Remember the song goes, dee 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 dee.
That's Tom's Diner.
Here we go. I want the name of the song and the band that made it famous. Boyer.
Smoke on the Water, performed by Deep Purple.
Let's see if he's got it right.
Sounds just like it.
It's not as good as our near.
No, no.
Near.
We can do a duet.
That is correct. Score.
It is Boyer 1, everybody else nothing.
He's going to win.
Cookie.
Back in Black, AC/DC.
Let's see if he's right. I like how he grunted out the hi-hat slaps.
Yeesh.
That is correct, Chainsaw. Put yourself down for a point. Here we go. Song number 3.
Shelly.
ZZ Top and Tush.
Good one.
That's right.
Perfect.
All right. Ruth, get on the board. Everyone's got a point but you. Here we go.
I don't know that
Gee,
one.
I forget what that is.
Oh, that's funny.
He's like me.
Let's hear it again. Ready?
Yeah.
It's a 70s classic rock big hit. Boyer.
China Grove, the Doobie Brothers.
Wow. I think he's going to win.
Spot on. Spot on, buddy. Score.
Damn.
It is a Boyer 2, Cookie and Shelley 1, Ruth nothing.
Here we go. Next one. This is a great one. I love this one. If anyone gets this right, I'll be so impressed.
Yeah.
This one's so hard.
Can we hear it again?
What's going on over there, McGuire?
I know what they are.
You know what song this is?
That's impossible. What the hell?
I don't think anyone's going to get that one.
What is it?
I don't think it's... Really? Boyer, we've already got the song. We don't need you to add to it.
I don't got it.
I'm not hearing it.
I'm not.
I mean, I know what it is.
What is it?
Oh.
Anybody who wants to can buzz in.
Boyer.
Shelley.
Sticks and Sailing.
Oh! Ruth. Sticks. This is going... Lady.
Cookie.
Sticks.
Come sail away.
Yeah. You think?
I think I might have been a little bit off the mark on that one.
Frosted sailing.
It's called sailing.
You didn't do the hook.
Take me away, that I'm going to.
Hate this song.
All I can hear is Cartman.
There you go.
No hook. Good grief.
That part might, if I'd let it go all the way, you might have gotten it from that part.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
Score! It is Shelley. These are all nets. Okay. Shelley 0, Ruth -1, Boyer 1. Cookie vaults into first with 2.
Nice. Very nice. All right, there's only a couple more, so I don't know. Should we up the stakes?
Absolutely.
I wonder if that's going to happen. Cookie. Cartman, come say it.
What's a Boyer sound like as a kid?
I know.
I like that.
Cause I got to be free. Sweet. To carry.
You know, people phone in and make a beef. Oh, what about? Well, anything, Joe. Whatever happens to bug you, that's what you talk about.
This is the DSC at night.
I guess it just gives you a chance to unload. You know how it is. You got a beef, you tell it to somebody, and you feel better.
101.5.
Brilliant. That's just the kind of far-out gimmick we need.
KGB. Barely safe for work. See the babe of the day at 101kgb.com.
101kgb.com.
On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina presents the Ultimate 5 Combo, where you choose 5 of your favorite Mexican favorites all on one plate, just the way you love them. Choose from delicious enchiladas, mouth-watering chimichangas, overstuffed quesadillas, and more. Don't forget On the Border's award-winning tasty margaritas. Visit On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina in Mission Valley, Mira Mesa, El Cajon, Escondido, and OnTheBorder.com for catering information. It's On the Border for happy hour every weekday from 4 to 7 p.m., where you'll find great food and drink specials. On the Border, see what sizzles.
Running a successful business means you have to make a lot of important decisions. How important is it to be in the AT&T Yellow Pages?
My name is Lisa Kaplowitz, and I have a restaurant and catering business called Jerome's Mesquite Barbecue. We advertised in the AT&T Yellow Pages last year, and we've actually seen our business double. We're doing a job this weekend for 650 people, and we can attribute that job specifically to the AT&T Yellow Pages. We have actually done advertising with other Yellow Page books, and I didn't see any response at all. But right after we advertised in the AT&T Yellow Pages, when we started getting the calls, we would ask, where did you hear about us? And they would say, we found you in the AT&T Yellow Pages.
Get results that only the most seen, most used, and most trusted book can deliver. The new AT&T Yellow Pages, and online at yellowpages.com. The new AT&T, your world delivered.
Time is running out to be in the San Diego and North County Coastal AT&T Yellow Pages. Call 1-877-511-4483 to place your ad in the hardest working book in San Diego, the new AT&T Real Yellow Pages.
The best new cars make the best used cars. And Toyota certified used vehicles are the best. Take a closer look. All Toyota certified used vehicles come with a 160-point quality inspection, a vehicle history report, a 3-month, 3,000-mile comprehensive warranty, a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, plus 24-hour roadside assistance.
We've got what it takes, San Diego.
A Upon closer inspection, it's easy to see why over 1.5 million TCUVs have been sold in America. So get a great deal on a certified used Toyota car, truck, or SUV. Based on Autodata Corp, cumulative data for certified used sales, comprehensive warranty from date of certified purchase, powertrain warranty, and roadside assistance from date when first sold as new. For details, see your San Diego County Toyota dealer. Toyota, moving forward.
When you go into Bevmo to buy wine, you know you're going to get the wines you want at prices that are really affordable.
Well, a lot of times they will have a 5-cent sale going on.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
5-cent sale is buy one bottle of wine, get another bottle of the same wine for 5 cents.
I buy a lot of wine there.
But we always need a shopping cart.
I think my husband came home with like 2 cases of wine or something.
Maybe 3 or 4 even.
It's a good time to be able to try out different bottles of wine.
Well, I certainly wish the 5-cent sale were available all year.
All good things must come to an end, I guess.
I'm sad to see the 5-cent sale go, but I know that next time they have it is a good time to stock up.
Oh, it's sad when it's over. There's still some wine left.
I'm Graham.
I'm Frank.
I'm Melanie, and I shop at Beverages and More.
The 5-cent wine sale is almost over. It's your last chance to find great wines like Trinity Oaks Pinot Grigio, just $9.99 Club Bev, and EOS Cabernet, just $13.99 Club Bev. Hurry in. Buy one bottle, get the second for 5 cents. Check out Bevmo.com for a store near you.
Visit the Mesa Verde National Monument, where you can glimpse into the lives of ancestral Puebloan people who made this area their home. Today, the park boasts 4,000 plus archaeological sites. Let's talk excitement. Let's talk adventure. Let's talk Colorado.
Looking for some fun and excitement? The all-new Valley View is now open, featuring a new buffet, exciting new slots, table games, and more. All in a beautiful new casino. So be the first to experience the fun at the all-new Valley View Casino today.
They're giving away a car a month, every month this year. And not just any car, but hybrids, Priuses and Civics. Great mileage, great for the environment, and great for the community. All North Island Credit Union members have a chance to win. If you haven't heard about the island's Car a Month giveaway, you're probably not a member yet. But you can be. All San Diegans are welcome at the island. Then you can enjoy island rewards, free gifts, special rates on auto loans, free checking, and how'd your child like to be a kickoff kid at a Chargers game? Island membership has all kinds of benefits because the island is a different kind of financial institution. It's a place where you can feel welcome, secure, relaxed, and even have a little fun. The Car a Month giveaway, a year full of island rewards, and a lifetime of service. Now, more than ever, the island is right for you. Must be 18 or older. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Full details on myisland.com.
Okay, the Chili's Fajita Trio game. Sizzling skillet of fajitas or something else. Ready?
I'm ready. Chili's Fajita Trio.
Nope. Rattlesnake.
Chili's Fajita Trio.
No garden hose.
Chili's Fajitas?
Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
No.
Beef?
No.
Well, what do you mean? If it's not chicken
Could
or
be shrimp. Listen again.
shrimp.
No, maracas.
It's a sound that made Chili's famous. Chili's Fajita Trio. Marinated steak, tender chicken, and flame-kissed shrimp, all on one skillet. Get moving to Chili's today.
Male enhancement in 3 to 5 seconds? Is it possible? Hi, I'm Stephanie Seaver from Maxiderm, and nobody knows spontaneous male enhancement like we do. Recommended by leading physician Dr. Michael A. Savino, Maxiderm is that hot new topical you've read so much about and seen all over TV. All we need to prove it is 3 to 5 seconds, and you'll see for yourself how quick it works. Call now and find out how to get your free trial today. Maxiderm's patent-pending formula can help restore your confidence and performance, creating a level of intensity and satisfaction you thought was no longer achievable. Intimate encounters happen in the moment. That's why we created Maxiderm. Male enhancement in 3 to 5 seconds. Get your free trial while supplies last.
Call 800-553-7034. Maxiderm is sexual performance. 800-553-7034. That's 800-553-7034. For your free supply today, call 800-553-7034.
101.5
KGB.
Thank God there's DSC at night.
DSC at
That's
night.
101.5 KGB, baby.
All right, let's get an update on the score here on Boyer Grunts the Hits for all the money. Chainsaw, what do you have?
I have Cookie at 2, Boyer 1, Shelley 0, Ruth -1. A 3-point spread between first and last.
All right, let's make this a 3-pointer, okay?
All right.
Here we go. Cookie.
Peter Frampton.
Ruthie!
What's the matter?
She's giving it away. She's nerding it.
I was translating it.
You Stop it.
Wait a minute.
Your eyes. Your eye. Do you
I don't
feel like I do?
understand. What was it?
Do you feel like we do?
Well, which one is it?
You know, we.
What?
Do you feel like we do?
Are you sure?
No.
I'll give you a chance to change your answer.
What should I do, evil eye? Evil tone of voice.
I will accept
I can't
whatever
read you. I cannot read you.
I will accept whatever you say next as your final answer.
Do you feel like we do?
We?
Yes. Shut up. You just said it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ding, ding, ding.
All right. Here we go. This one's hard. Very hard. Maybe I should save this one for last. Let me listen, make sure it's what I think it is. Yeah, I'm saving this one for last. Here we go. Next one.
What?
Cookie.
You heard it. Cookie.
John Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name.
What?
Oh, shut up. You Give Love a Bad Name?
I don't know what to do. Should
It's
I
a
offer
one-pointer.
him?
No.
Should I? No. I shouldn't give him a chance to change his answer.
You already gave him a chance before.
Yeah.
I'm very benevolent.
He gave love. She gave. You gave. They gave.
Let's go with your first one. First impression.
Yeah.
You're always right.
You gave love a bad name.
You gave love a bad name.
I don't.
I will give you a chance to give me your final answer.
No.
Boyer.
You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi.
Yep.
You win!
That's what I said.
You said John Bon Jovi, and it's by Bon Jovi. And then you started changing it.
Yes.
It's a one-pointer, though, so who cares?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. How's it feel to be a Jeopardy contestant?
Ruth.
Yes, Ruth. Ruth.
Oh, no, never mind.
Go ahead.
You buzzed in,
You
baby.
buzzed
You
in.
are on the dime.
Better guess or you're going to lose a
You
point.
are on the dime, Ruth.
No, I give up.
No, we got it. Come on.
We gotta come up with something. Come
Don't
on.
be a quitter. Don't be like when you quit drugs. That was bad enough. Come on.
Now I forgot.
That was You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi.
That song before. How's it go?
But wait, that you just played that.
Yes.
Well, then why did we buzz in?
Because you recognize it from some deep recesses of your memory.
I still don't know that song.
Yeah.
I did a lot of drugs.
Cookie.
Cookie.
Bon Jovi, You
Yes.
Give Love a Bad Name. Got it back.
All right.
Score.
Stop that.
Now, Shelley, did you get a point for that one? I forget.
No,
she didn't buzz in.
Nobody else. got
Boyer buzzed in and got a point for it. You got a point, but then had one taken away. So your net is, there's no damage.
Right, I'm at 5. Boyer's at 2. Shelley net 0. Ruth -2.
Oh, this better be a 7-pointer.
Yeah.
Just to give Ruth a chance to get in the game. Now, Ruth,
What?
concentrate.
Focus, please.
Not gonna happen. I think it's going to be Bon Jovi. Not gonna Give Love happen. a Bad Name.
That gave it away right there.
Ruth!
Ruth!
Lola by the Kinks.
Kidding?
No, the very end.
I was narrating We Are the Champions.
I know, by.
That's the wrong song, stupid.
By Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi.
All right, score.
Just that very end part.
It is Shelley at 0, Boyer 2, and Ruth and Cookie now tied with 5.
All right, let's hear it again. Yep, that's it.
Yes, it is.
All right, what's our spread here, Chainsaw?
Doubt. It's 5.
Well, let's make this a 10-pointer just to see if someone can take a big lead, okay? Here we go. 10-pointer.
Shelley.
Shelley.
Whole Lot of Love, Led Zeppelin.
That is
Oh,
correct.
wow.
All right. That is correct, and we have a new leader.
Yes, we do.
Good one, Shell.
Shelley Dunn jumps out in front with a whole lot of love. Let's listen. Cough it up already. All right, this is our last one.
Here we go.
Let's get the final scores.
All right, it is Shelley in the lead with 10.
Wow.
Cookie and Ruth, 5 apiece. Boyer trailing.
Losing his own game.
The caboose at 2.
Let's make this a 42 million point question.
Great idea.
Just for fun.
Will that be enough?
42 million points. Here we go. Do you even hear that, Emily? Do you even hear that one?
No, I
don't
had
even know
to
what he's
listen to
doing.
the real song.
I
and
have to
was
do
like,
it right now.
Are these real? Are these the same?
Are they?
Oh, no one's going to get this one.
Do it again. Come on.
No one's going to get this one. He
the hook?
he took the wrong part of the song. Sorry, dude. No
Have him
offense.
do
You
it
took the wrong
now.
part of the song. Huh?
Have him do it live.
I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. What's the cut number?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Emily, what's the cut number?
Why don't you just do the hook of that song instead of the beginning? Why don't you do the hook? You know what part I'm talking about?
Yeah, I just need to know the.
You don't know how it goes?
No, I need to know.
Yeah, how's it go?
Hold
Just
on.
do the hook. Emily's whispering the hook to him on the walkie-talkie. Here, I'll do it. I know how to do it. You're not the only Boyer puppet here.
Yeah, you can do it, Dave.
It's the final line.
What?
What? Do it again.
I hear that,
You got that one, right?
but I know what the song is, so I have an
don't-
advantage.
That's the hook. It's not the beginning of the song.
Oh, I know what you're doing, Dave. I know what it is.
Yeah, not playing, douchebag.
It's called the hook, you goober.
Boyer.
Boyer.
Why don't we do it in the road by the Beatles?
No.
Hey, shut up! Dude! Get out of the way! You're wrecking my bit here. I was going to give him a chance to change his answer.
Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry.
He's out.
42 million.
Okay, Shelley, it's between you, me, and Ruth
All
now.
righty.
Now you know how to do the hook, Bromo?
Yeah, no, I know how to do the start of the song.
Well,
No, the hook.
do the hook.
Could you nerd it for me?
Yeah.
We are so musical.
You guys aren't getting this one. It's one of the most famous hooks in rock and roll.
God.
You're just confusing him now.
Okay, that was the start.
Just do what I We're going to have to give the 42 million points to any listener who can call up and tell me what that hook is. 888-570-1015. There's got to be someone in their car going, come on, it's...
Yeah.
Oh.
Boyer's going to get it now that he's out. Why don't we do it in the road? I'm trying to figure out how... That's not it. Let's see here. Hi, you're on KGB. What is that?
Pink Floyd, Brick in the Wall.
Another brick in the wall.
God, I had that from even the very first time that promo did it.
Nice.
Okay, do it again so we
Nice.
can, now that we know.
Do it again, Bromo. It's just another brick in the wall. You should see the looks I'm getting. You idiot. That's not right. We hate you.
Totally. All right, so who gets the money?
Well, we got to come up with a sudden death one. Winner takes all. So here we go. The final song, and he's going to grunt it for you live. Want to hear how weird something is? I walked out of the studio, so you guys wouldn't hear what I was going to tell him to say.
Right.
He had already selected the one that I had chosen.
Wow.
So he and I are like...
You are like the Skipper and Gilligan.
No wonder
you were just
he
on the same
fantasizes
page. No
I
kidding.
think we're more like Dumb and Dumber.
Well,
your clothing.
Yeah.
Dave, am I eligible for this? I am, right?
Ooh, technicality. Now, he did bomb out on the previous one, but
He did.
yeah, it's open. I would think it would be open.
Well, I wouldn't. See, I would not, because if you get to the finals in Jeopardy and you have no money, you are not allowed to play Final Jeopardy. I mean, when you're out, when I play poker, you're out, you're out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've always played with negative numbers by that logic. You know, using the Jeopardy template to David.
Think of
We have
yourself,
had
Chainsaw.
Negative numbers very, very many times. But yes,
Okay,
thinking
good.
of myself, no,
You're
he's
in.
out.
Okay.
He's out.
You're in.
look what you did.
He's going to win now.
You stopped our competition, Chainsaw.
Here we go. The final. Sudden death. Boyer grunts the hits. Are you ready, Abramowitz?
Yes.
Do it. Boyer.
My Sharona by the Knack.
You're welcome.
Chainsaw. You owe him my five.
Boyer had to win.
Chris Boyer is the winner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chainsaw.
You should give all the money to
You
Saw.
have my gratitude.
Good job, Abramowitz.
All right, thanks,
How
man.
about if I keep my money since I lobbied you in?
Okay.
All right.
I was just thinking I want to hear Boyer grunt Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry. Grab the mic and just start grunting away.
We're going to your place, and now you got to freak me out.
Boyer was so stunned when Emily knew all the words to this song. Well, don't you understand all women want to be thought of as a crazy bitch?
That's it.
So good.
But you're so good, I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. KGB.
Don't worry, you won't feel a thing.
The DSC at night.
Till I jam this down your throat.
KGB. KGB. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Has your car lost its get up and go? If so, you need to get to AutoZone. For a limited time at AutoZone, get a bottle of Prestone Complete Fuel System Cleaner free after mail-in rebate. Adding a bottle to your tank every 4,000 miles will clean fuel injectors, intake valves, and help restore lost power. AutoZone has the products you need to keep your car running at peak performance. So get to AutoZone now.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Have you driven a Ford lately? Check out the all-new Ford Edge. It's faster than a BMW X5, quieter than Lexus RX 350. Lease a Ford Edge for $299 per month for 36 months with a no-charge maintenance package. That's $299 a month plus tax plus routine scheduled maintenance for the life of the lease. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Check it out at SanDiegoCountyFord.com. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Built for San Diego sunshine. Take a ride beyond the signs.
$999 plus tax and license due at signing after Ford $1,250 rebate. Not all lessees qualify for low mileage Ford credit red carpet lease. Residency restrictions apply. Lessee is responsible for excess wear and mileage over 31,500 miles at 15 cents a mile. No charge 3-year or 45,000 mile premium maintenance plan is outlined in the owner's guide. Must take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 5/31/07.
Okay, we get there in 5 minutes. We're going to get this business. Everybody ready?
Wait. We need theme music. I came to bring
Nothing wrong with getting your mind right before you get down to business, especially after you've been grinding away for months. On top of the day job, you work the night shift at home, emailing drafts of the presentation at 3 a.m., talking to your partner on the East Coast more than you talk to your girl. Now that's how you got ready for the meeting that could change your life. Subscribe to AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet and wireless service from the new AT&T. Do it now, and qualifying services will get you a free year of unlimited music from Napster. It's the new school of music to go from the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Express speed or higher requires purchase of sync phone and 2-year term for new wireless customers. Other restrictions apply. For details, call 1-866-416-6471 toll free or visit AT&T.com/offer details.
Turn those lights off, start spinning those balls, and get your glow on every Friday and Saturday night at Surf Bowl in Oceanside. It's cool, it's crazy, it's extreme glow-in-the-dark bowling, and nobody sets them up and knocks them down better than Surf Bowl. Gather your friends, load up the family, or just bring yourself. It's wacky, it's wild, it's extreme glow-in-the-dark bowling every Friday and Saturday night, 10 p.m. at Surf Bowl in Oceanside on Coast Highway 1 block south of Oceanside Boulevard. Details online at surfbowloceanside.com. Been bowling lately?
It's time for Suzuki Fest 2007. Get down to your Suzuki dealer right away for unbeatable deals on select Suzuki Boulevard cruisers, including the classic C90, the muscular M50, and the custom S83. Plus, your local Suzuki dealers offering incredibly low APR financing to make the open road even more irresistible. Not enough? You can also get up to $1,000 in Suzuki Boulevard authentic accessories, including billet, chrome, bags, and more that'll make your Suzuki Boulevard stand out in any crowd. How can you resist? Head on down today. Your Suzuki Boulevard is waiting on your Suzuki credit card, subject to credit approval. Please ride safely, read your owner's manual, always wear a helmet, eye protection, and protect clothing. Excludes GZ250 models. Accessory offer varies by model and is available only on select 2006 and earlier new, not previously registered Suzuki Boulevards. $1,000 example applies only to C90. Offers valid at participating Suzuki dealers in the United States, excluding Hawaii, and subject to change without notice. See your participating Suzuki dealer for details. Offer ends 4/30/07.
Check out all the great deals at Quincy Power Sports of El Cajon, 660 El Cajon Boulevard in El Cajon, or South Bay Motorsports, 1800 Auto Park Place, Chula Vista.
While most talk radio spins, AM 1360 is a radio revolution.
This is something, man. This is our generation, man.
Independent thinking, progressive talk.
Yeah, that's it, brother.
Tune in, turn on AM 1360 KLSD.
Show your Bank of America or MBNA ATM debit or credit card during the month of May at any participating San Diego museum, and you'll get in for free. For more information and a complete list of participating institutions throughout California, visit bankofamerica.com/museums.
I'm afraid we're going to need another stool sample.
This is the DSC at night.
Not for medical reasons. My robot needs food.
101.5 KGB.
The DSC at night. 101.5 KGB. San Diego's classic rock.
It is Dave Shelley and Chainsaw with you. It's KGB and Q103. Are we here for the crackpot news?
Mm-hmm.
You are leading off with the Hugh Grant story.
No, there was another story that I thought was just a little bit...
What are you doing? Shelley.
What could be more important?
Are you interested in knowing where your money at the pump is going?
No one cares.
I want to have you have the outrage, and then we'll get to Hugh Grant.
I don't care where my money at the pump is going. I don't care where any of my money's going, as long if it's going.
That's just irresponsible.
Why? If it's not going back to me, who cares?
Because you should be outraged and do something about
it. Too late. I'm over it.
I quit.
I'm not over it.
I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal the story.
I'll do the damn story first.
Why is this so hard? And I'll make it fun. It's the best story all day.
You ready?
Yes.
Hugh Grant has been arrested and questioned by the cops after this photographer accused Hugh Grant of attacking him with a tub of baked beans.
That's right. He hurled a tub of baked beans, and there's pictures to prove it.
Yes, because Ian Whitaker told the Daily Star that he and Hugh clashed near the home of the Four Weddings and a Funeral star. He was stalking him, basically. Mm-hmm. And Ian said Grant abused and kicked him on Tuesday before he lobbed the container of beans.
They have a picture of Hugh in the stretch. He's got his right hand back, tub of baked beans
Right over his head.
cocked.
Wow.
It's so funny.
Great.
Cocked, and he's got a nice kick to. He's got a nice squat to him. As he brings his foot up, the cloth on his hind end tightens and tauts.
First the hooker, and now this. He has a
There's-
problem
I
keeping
know.
his
Grant is
legumes
doing
in
his
his
dingly dangly, diddly doodly.
So they arrested Hugh and questioned him at a London police station. After the allegation of assault, he is freed on bail and ordered to return in May.
You don't have the whole story.
What's the rest of it?
Okay, he kicked the photographer. He kneed him in the groin.
I said that.
He heaved baked beans at him. He then asked the photographer if he has any children.
Ooh.
He said, yes, I have two. And Hugh said, I hope they die of effing cancer.
Wow.
And I don't blame him.
The beans must have been spiked with something.
I don't blame him. These photographers are out of hand.
Yeah.
They're everywhere these people go. He was so mad he'd lost his temper, and all the photographers doing is saying, smile for us, Hugh. Give us a pretty smile.
Good God.
They're out of hand. You know, he was going to visit Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh.
She'd just gotten married. They live on the same street.
Right.
And that is what he was bringing.
Baked beans.
That is what Hugh was bringing. Hello, love. Is the tub of beans I promised
Bring you
you.
up with a tub of beans.
Doesn't he seem like such a mild-mannered guy usually?
Kind of not really.
Well,
I mean, yes, he seems
He
like
seems
that.
very sober to me.
Seems very, very nice and all that. But I was in
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we go.
oh God.
Manhattan 2 years ago.
What did he hit you with? A steak?
And we're watching the
Relish.
Today Show.
Pork
And he was
chops.
being interviewed, and I was watching it live in person.
What was this? Where?
The Today Show. We went out early in the morning, and we were one of those looky-loos.
You were
Did you have a sign? San Diego's great. Hi.
You were a dork in the window?
Yes.
Oh!
And I was a dork out when they played Have a Bad Day. The guy did the concert thing out there, and I was one of the dorks out there. Hi.
Did you have your dork teeth in? 'Cause
Katie
those
was
are
still
my
there. Oh, I should have brought my dork teeth.
Now, did you look in the window?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
And you dare to complain about the rich bastards who sit behind home plate with their cell phones and wave to
Oh,
their
I was
friends.
in the background. I kept
There's
myself out of camera.
very
back.
little
Oh,
difference.
your nose print
I'll
is
tell
on the
you
glass.
something
Come
else.
on.
Liar.
Very
Liar.
little difference.
About a few days later, there was a story on that. What was that? You're Having a Bad Day song. Remember,
Yeah.
it was just gigantic.
Right.
And I was walking through Starbucks here in downtown San Diego, and I pick up a New York Times waiting for my coffee, and there was a feature on that guy. What's the name of the guy who did You're Having a Bad Day?
Daniel Powder.
Okay, great. And they did a feature on that, and there was a picture of him performing
And you're in the
on
crowd?
the. And I'm in the crowd,
Get
lurch
out.
in the background.
Credit? Did they give you credit?
No. I've been photoed in the New York
Jerks.
Times, and I still have the picture.
Jerks. Now, tell
Anyway,
me,
Hugh Grant was being interviewed.
was this before or after you shook your groove thing to It's Raining Men at The View?
That was a different trip.
Ah.
But it was, so it was after.
Had to go back for more.
Technically,
If
yes.
this was 2 years ago,
What are you saying, Ruth?
why didn't you ever tell this story before?
He's told.
I told that story before. But
Raining
you know, you
Men.
have a long-standing bout with amnesia. but
Hey,
that's
I
me.
got an idea.
What?
Tell the story about the time you saw Hugh Grant on the Today Show.
Wow,
That would be interesting right now because I heard he's in the news.
He could not have been more surly. Oh, I really don't like. I just got a plane trip. I don't really like being here. And he was flippant and rude, and he was just such a total punk.
On the air?
Oh, wow.
Yes, on the air, live with his interview with Katie.
That is rude because, you know, yes, they are exploiting you and your fame, but what they're also doing is promoting and selling whatever your latest project is.
That's
Do
what
your
he was
job.
doing. The 2 kids and a boy, or whatever it was. You know, that little a little boy, or whatever the movie it was.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And
Cute
he
movie.
was just incredibly rude and petulant. And I said, God, what a asshole.
Petulant David.
Petulant David.
Did he have a meniscus with him?
Yes, he did. And both of his knees. Anyway.
All right.
I don't buy the nice guy Hugh Grant thing anymore.
It's an act. He's an actor.
Well,
I like his movies.
Hugh Grant arrested
Wow.
for assault with a tub
Who knew?
of baked beans. Now, that's going to hurt his image because you would think of Hugh Grant as noshing on baked beans from some sort of Tiffany sterling silver.
Not a tub.
It's a plastic tub you get at Albertsons. It's like to
It's
go.
Hugh Grant. You expect him to have a tub of caviar, if anything. I mean, baked beans.
in something silver plated.
Right. a loaf of French bread. He could have hit the photographer on the head.
Smoked fish.
Something.
Yes. Something classy. Not a tub of beans from the deli. How lame.
Maybe he made them.
Do you have kids? Yes, I have two. I hope they die of effing cancer.
Wow. That's worse than Mike Tyson.
Well, he just wanted to stomp on their testicles.
Right.
And eat their children.
Yes, but he didn't want them to die specifically.
No.
Not at first.
I mean,
He might be a good child. He only eats a little bit of.
that's it.
Just like a little nibble.
Don't you have to kill him
all
before
at
you
once.
eat it?
Not necessarily.
No. Oh, okay. Unless they wiggle a lot.
God knows we've been eating without dying.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, heard me.
So that's the big story today.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
All right. On to sports.
On to happy news about where your money for your tank of gas is going.
ExxonMobil says it earned, just in the first 3 months of this year, any guesses?
I'm going to say $35 billion.
Oh, go lower than that. $9.9 or $9.3 billion in 3 months. Up
It's not that bad. I feel
from a
better.
year ago. Last year, it was ExxonMobil that posted the largest annual profit ever by any firm ever in the history of this country.
Email to the show. Hello, David. I must protest Boyer's victory in the Boyer Grunts the Hits contest. According to the scorebook, he missed he first missed the last question, giving him negative 42 million points. Then he got the tiebreaker correct, so he should be right back where he started. Correct?
Yes.
Cookie should check the official score sheet.
Shelley wins, after all, because she was at plus 10. Although Cookie, no.
Although, however,
Yes.
we with Boyer at 42 million points negative,
Right.
we did amend and say sudden death. Whoever scores next wins.
All right.
We did not attach a point total to it.
Right, it was a win-lose.
So I think he retains his victory, despite the
It's a
fact
lot,
that
Chainsaw.
he was out until Chainsaw insisted
Yeah.
that he was in the contest.
Doesn't cost me any money.
This just in, Chainsaw had the winning pick twice. Changed it. I'm LaDonna Harvey. Get the latest news 24 hours a day on News Radio 600 KOGO.
Trust me, I hate you more. I hate me more than any of you possibly could.
Now, why does it not cost you any money?
Because I already bartered with Boyer. I said, how about if I keep my money because since I bartered you back in? And he said, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you watch The Sopranos?
Stupid.
Yes, I do.
Didn't you hear the story that Uncle June was telling his young roommate? Uncle June was just a young kid, and he was like mowing someone's lawn, and lady came out to hand him he's helping carrying groceries or something like that, and lady came out to give him $1, and he said, no thanks, I don't need anything. And no sooner had the door in her front door shut, Uncle June's dad cracked him on the head. What are you, rich? You don't need any money? Made him walk home 7 miles.
Good.
You're walking home today. Well, that's nothing. What are you, rich? You don't need the money?
Well, I'm saving my money. I don't get those expensive coffee shop drinks anymore.
Oh, good God.
All right, so everyone else, so you won $10 then?
Yes.
All right, very good.
I'll take that damn money.
Thank you.
All right.
Tie it up in knots, put some staples in it, blow
Pennies.
your nose
I
on
just
it.
want to give him pennies.
Pennies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's currency.
There's my meat hooked on it.
Buy some coffee.
I'll
maybe,
count
that
it
is.
all out to make sure it's fine. Put it in serial numbers in sequential order.
Oh, yeah, right. What do you think? He's a money freak like you? Oh, you're going to be thinking about that now. Now I got to put my money in sequential serial numbers.
Are you happy? Welcome to my world.
Look at this. Folding all the heads in, then upside down one.
I don't think you should suck on things before you blow on them.
And backwards. Then
go ahead and suck on it.
All right.
In other news, AP correspondent Camille Bohannon reports a new poll finds the U.S. is in the minority over what should happen if and when Osama bin Laden is ever caught.
I hate it when cat food looks good on TV.
God.
Wild salmon Florentine.
Oh, God.
That looked good.
I know.
Fed it to the damn cat.
Ah.
All right. What is this?
It's what we should do if Osama bin Laden is ever caught.
Eat him.
When asked if they would prefer life in prison or the death penalty if al-Qaeda founder Osama bin Laden were caught, 62% in the U.S. would want him executed. 36% say prison. In Mexico, it's 54 to 35% for execution. But sentiment rung strongly toward prison only in Britain, Canada, France, and Germany, as well as Italy, Spain, and South Korea. Sometimes it is prison by more than a 2-to-1 margin. The AP Ipsos poll was done earlier this year and has a margin of error of plus or minus 3 percentage points. Camille Bohannon, Washington.
I got to say, I'm all in favor of prison.
Really?
Absolutely. A nice American prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
The Jeffrey Dahmer Memorial Wing.
Damn right. Put them right in a nice American prison.
That might work out fine.
Put them in general. Put them in public. Yep. I'm all for it.
Moving on to Baghdad. At least 10.
There's your lethal injection now.
Yeah, bet you wanted that. At least 10 Iraqi soldiers were killed in a suicide car bomb attack at a checkpoint in a province north of Baghdad, the same province where 9 American soldiers were killed Monday. Sunni militants are believed to have flocked there because of the ongoing security surge in Baghdad. It was on May 1st, 2003, that President Bush declared an end to major combat operations in Iraq in front of a huge banner that read "Mission Accomplished" on a ship off our shores. Now the Senate is poised to follow the House in approving a withdrawal date for U.S. troops in Iraq. AP correspondent Jerry Bodlander reports.
The yeas are 218, the nays are 208.
The vote was mostly along party lines, with Democrats like Massachusetts Congressman James McGovern arguing U.S. troops should start coming home in a little more than 5 months.
This war represents one of the biggest blunders in our history.
All but 2 Republicans rejected what they termed a surrender date. This is Kentucky Congressman Harold Rogers.
This bill is nothing short of a cut and run in the fight against al-Qaeda.
Today's expected Senate approval will set up a veto showdown with the president. Jerry Bodlander, Capitol Hill.
What was that, Ruth?
I said, what's wrong with that? Not cut and run against al-Qaeda, but cut and run out the hell out of Iraq.
Well, I don't understand. Why are we waiting 5 months? I mean, if this is what our government is going to do, get out now then.
Do it now.
Do it now.
I agree.
I would hate to have a loved one over there
in the 5 months
who gets picked off in this 5-month window. I mean, if you're going to quit and get out, then do it now.
And then they can all just kill each other.
It's all political
instead of killing
compromise.
us.
And they're just the pawns in a political compromise.
That is disgusting.
It's totally disgusting.
That is disgusting.
It's shameful.
If what they're doing is coming to some sort of 5-month window just to keep everyone's political feelings from getting hurt.
Tell that to George Bush.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Bush is going to veto this anyway.
Well, Ruth, George does not want them to come home in 5 months. He wants them to come home now, but he wants to finish the job over there.
I've never heard him say he wants them to come home now.
He is on the record of saying he wants this done.
I haven't heard that word yet.
Well, then you guys don't listen, because he is on the record of saying, of course I want this done. But that's not the choice that he finds available to him now. What he wants and what he feels he has to do are two different things.
And I guess Congress disagrees. Because they want to set some sort of timetable.
51% of Congress disagrees.
Well, that's how the bill's,
50.5% of Congress.
That's how the bill's getting to his desk, and he's vowed to veto it anyway. So
right, but I don't understand this. If you're gonna, what's with the 5 months? Here's what I'm saying.
I think just in terms of personnel and moving that many people in and out of a country. I mean, it took a while to get them over there.
Then start now.
I'm totally with you. Now. I'm so glad you're seeing my side of this.
I don't see the side of waiting 5 months. For the Democrats in Congress who want to end this thing. Explain to me why wait 5 months before you start. Why?
I think because that's the only way they thought they could get the president to even listen to it.
Well, then they're stupid if they think he's going to respond to any kind of...
I think there's a lot of that going around on Capitol Hill.
They're stupid if they think he's going to respond to any kind of early withdrawal. If you want him out, start. Grab the mic and just start grunting away.
We're going to your place, and now you got to freak me out.
Boy, we're so stunned when Emily knew all the words to this song.
You sang with enthusiasm.
Well, don't you understand? All women want to be thought of as a crazy bitch. That's so good.
But you're so good, I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratch yourself down my back to keep me right on.
All right. right. It is Dave Shelley and Chainsaw with you. It's KGB and Q103. Are we here for the crackpot news?
Mm-hmm.
You are leading off with the Hugh Grant story.
No, there was another story that I thought was just a little bit...
What are you doing? Shelley.
What could be more important?
Are you interested in knowing where your money at the pump is going?
No one cares.
I want to have you have the outrage, and then we'll get to Hugh Grant.
I don't care where my money at the pump is going. I don't care where any of my money's going, as long if it's going.
That's just irresponsible.
Why? If it's not going back to me, who cares?
Because you should be outraged and do something about it.
Too late. I'm over it.
I quit.
I'm not over it.
I'm going to steal.
Ruthie.
I'm going to steal the story.
I'll do the damn story first.
Why is this so hard?
And I'll make it fun. It's the best story all day.
You ready?
Yes.
Hugh Grant has been arrested and questioned by the cops after this photographer accused Hugh Grant of attacking him with a tub of baked beans.
That's right. He hurled a tub of baked beans, and there's pictures to prove it.
Yes, because Ian Whitaker told the Daily Star that he and Hugh clashed near the home of the Four Weddings and a Funeral star. He was stalking him, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian said Grant abused and kicked him on Tuesday before he lobbed the container of beans.
They have a picture of Hugh in the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his right hand back, tub of baked beans
right over
cocked.
his head. Wow.
It's so funny.
Great.
Cocked, and he's got a nice kick to. He's got a nice squat to him. As he brings his foot up, the cloth on his hind end tightens and tauts.
First the hooker, and now this. He has
There's-
a problem
I
keeping
know.
his
Grant is
legumes
doing
in
his
his
dingly dangly, diddly doodly.
So they arrested Hugh and questioned him at a London police station. After the allegation of assault, he is freed on bail and ordered to return in May.
You don't have the whole story.
What's the rest of it?
Okay, he kicked the photographer. He kneed him in the groin.
I said that.
He heaved baked beans at him. He then asked the photographer if he has any children.
Ooh.
He said, yes, I have two. And Hugh said, I hope they die of effing cancer.
Wow.
And I don't blame him.
The beans must have been spiked with something.
I don't blame him. These photographers are out of hand.
Yeah.
They're everywhere these people go. He was so mad he'd lost his temper, and all the photographers doing is saying, smile for us, Hugh. Give us a pretty smile.
Good God.
They're out of hand. Wow. You know, he was going to visit Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh.
She'd just gotten married. They live on the same street.
Right.
And that is what he was bringing.
Baked beans.
That is what Hugh was bringing. Hello, love. Is the tub of beans I promised
I bring
you.
you up with a tub of beans.
Doesn't he seem like such a mild-mannered guy usually?
Kind of not really.
Well,
I mean, yes, he seems
He
like
seems
that.
very sober to me.
Seems very, very nice and all that. But I was in
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we go.
oh, God.
Manhattan 2 years ago.
What did he hit you with? A steak?
And we're watching the
Relish.
Today Show.
Pork
And he
chops.
was being interviewed, and I was watching it live in person.
What was this? Where?
The Today Show. We went out early in the morning, and we were one of those looky-loos.
You were
Did you have a sign? San Diego's great.
Hi.
You were a dork in the window?
Yes.
Oh!
And I was a dork out when they played Have a Bad Day. The guy did the concert thing out there, and I was one of the dorks out there. Hi.
Did you have your dork teeth in? 'Cause
Katie
those
was
are
still
my
there. Oh, I should have brought my dork teeth.
Now, did you look in the window?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
And you dare to complain about the rich bastards who sit behind home plate with their cell phones and wave to
I
their
was in
friends.
the background. I kept
There's
myself out of camera.
very
back.
little
Oh, your
difference.
nose print
I'll
is on
tell
the
you
glass.
something
Come
else.
on.
Liar.
Very
More.
little difference.
About a few days later, there was a story on that. What was that? You're Having a Bad Day song. Remember,
Yeah.
it was just gigantic.
Right.
And I was walking through Starbucks here in downtown San Diego, and I pick up a New York Times waiting for my coffee, and there was a feature on that guy. What's the name of the guy who did You're Having a Bad Day?
Daniel Powder.
Okay, great. And they did a feature on that, and there was a picture of him performing.
And you're in the
On
crowd?
the and I'm in the crowd,
Get
lurch
out.
in the background.
Credit? Did they give me credit?
No. I've been photoed in the New York
Jerks.
Times, and I still have the picture.
Jerks. Now,
Anyway,
tell me,
Hugh Grant was being interviewed.
was this before or after you shook your groove thing to It's Raining Men at The View?
That was a different trip.
Ah!
But it was after.
Had to go back for more.
Technically,
If
yes.
this was 2 years ago,
What are you saying, Ruth?
why didn't you ever never tell this story before.
He's told
Yeah, I told that story before. But
Reigning
you
myth.
have a long-standing bout with amnesia. but
Hey,
that's
I got an idea.
What?
Tell the story about the time you saw Hugh Grant on the Today Show.
Wow,
That would be interesting right now because I heard he's in the news.
He could not have been more surly. I really don't like. I just got a plane trip. I don't really like being here. And he was flippant and rude, and he was just such a total punk.
On the air?
Oh, wow.
Yes, on the air, live with his interview with Katie.
That is rude because, yes, they are exploiting you and your fame, but what they're also doing is promoting and selling whatever your latest project is.
That's
Do
what
your
he was
job.
doing. The 2 kids and a boy, or whatever it was. That little a little boy, or whatever the movie it was.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And
Cute
he
movie.
was just incredibly rude and petulant. And I said, God, what a asshole.
Petulant David.
Petulant David.
Did he have a meniscus with him?
Yes, he did. And both of his knees. Anyway.
All right.
I don't buy the nice guy Hugh Grant thing anymore.
It's an act. He's an actor.
Well,
I like his movies.
Hugh Grant arrested
Wow.
for assault with a tub
Who knew?
of baked beans. Now, that's going to hurt his image because you would think of Hugh Grant as noshing on baked beans from some sort of Tiffany sterling silver.
Not a tub.
It's a plastic tub you get at Albertsons. It's like
It's Hugh Grant. You expect him to have a tub of caviar, if anything. I mean, baked beans.
And something silver plated.
Right. A loaf of French bread. He could have hit the photographer on the head.
Smoked
but
fish.
Something.
Something classy. Not a tub of beans from the deli. How lame.
Maybe he made them.
Do you have kids? Yes, I have 2. I hope they die of effing cancer.
Wow. That's worse than Mike Tyson.
Well, he just wanted to stomp on their testicles.
Right.
And eat their children.
Yes, but he didn't want them to die specifically.
No.
Not at first.
I mean,
He might be a good child. He only eats a little bit of.
that's it.
Take just like a little nibble.
Don't you have to kill him
all
before
at
you
once.
eat it?
Not necessarily.
No. Oh, okay. Unless they wiggle a lot.
God knows we've been eating without dying.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, heard me.
So that's the big story today.
Yes, it is.
All right. On to sports.
On to happy news about where your money for your tank of gas is going.
ExxonMobil says it earned, just in the first 3 months of this year, any guesses?
I'm going to say $35 billion.
Oh, go lower than that. $9.9 or $9.3 billion in 3 months. Up
That's not that bad. I feel
from a year
better.
ago. Last year, it was ExxonMobil that posted the largest annual profit ever by any firm ever in the history of this country.
Email to the show. Hello, David. I must protest Boyer's victory in the Boyer Grunts the Hits contest. According to the scorebook, he missed he first missed the last question, giving him negative 42 million points. Then he got the tiebreaker correct, so he should be right back where he started. Correct?
Yes.
Cookie should check the official score sheet.
Shelley wins after all because she was at plus 10. Although Cookie, no.
Although, however,
Yes.
we with Boyer at 42 million points negative,
Right.
we did amend and say sudden death. Whoever scores next wins.
All right.
We did not attach a point total to it.
Right, it was a win-lose.
So I think he retains his victory, despite the
It's a
fact
lot,
that
Chainsaw.
he was out until Chainsaw insisted
Yeah.
that he was in the contest.
Doesn't cost me any money.
This just in. Chainsaw had the winning pick twice. Changed it. I'm LaDonna Harvey. Get the latest news 24 hours a day on News Radio 600 KOGO.
Trust me, I hate you more. I hate me more than any of you possibly could.
Now, why does it not cost you any money?
Because I already bartered with Boyer. I said, how about if I keep my money since I bartered you back in? And he said, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you watch The Sopranos?
Stupid.
Yes, I do.
Didn't you hear the story that Uncle June was telling his young roommate? Uncle June was just a young kid, and he was like mowing someone's lawn, and lady came out to hand him he's helping carrying groceries or something like that, and lady came out to give him $1, and he said, no thanks, I don't need anything. And no sooner had the door in her front door shut, Uncle June's dad cracked him on the head. What are you, rich? You don't need any money? Made him walk home 7 miles.
Good.
You're walking home today. Well, that's nothing. What are you, rich? You don't need the money?
Well, I'm saving my money. I don't get those expensive coffee shop drinks anymore.
Oh, good God.
All right, so everyone else, so you won $10 then?
Yes.
All right, very good.
I'll take that.
Damn money.
Thank you.
All right. Tie it up in knots, put some staples in it, blow your nose on it.
I just want to give him pennies.
Pennies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's currency.
Here's my meat hooked on it.
Buy some coffee.
I'll
maybe
count
that
it all out. Make sure it's fine. Put it in serial numbers in sequential order.
Oh, yeah, right. What do you think? He's a money freak like you? Oh, you're going to be thinking about that now. Now I got to put my money in sequential serial numbers.
Are you happy? Welcome to my world.
Look at this. Folding all the heads in, then upside down one.
I don't think you should suck on things before you blow on them.
And backwards.
It's true.
Then
go ahead and suck on it.
All right.
In other news, AP correspondent Camille Bohannon reports a new poll finds the U.S. is in the minority over what should happen if and when Osama bin Laden is ever caught.
I hate it when cat food looks good on TV.
God.
Wild salmon Florentine.
Oh, God.
That looked good.
Oh, no.
Fed it to the damn cat. All right. What is this?
It's what we should do if Osama bin Laden is ever caught.
Eat him.
When asked if they would prefer life in prison or the death penalty if Al-Qaeda founder Osama bin Laden were caught, 62% in the U.S. would want him executed. 36% say prison. In Mexico, it's 54 to 35% for execution. But sentiment runs strongly toward prison only in Britain, Canada, France, and Germany, as well as Italy, Spain, and South Korea. Sometimes it is prison by more than a 2-to-1 margin. The AP Ipsos poll was done earlier this year and has a margin of error of plus or minus 3 percentage points. Camille Bohannon, Washington.
I got to say, I'm all in favor of prison.
Really?
Absolutely. A nice American prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
The Jeffrey Dahmer Memorial Wing.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Put him right in a nice American prison.
That might work out fine.
Put him in general. Put him in public. Yep. I'm all for it.
Moving on to Baghdad. At least 10.
There's your lethal injection.
Yeah, bet you wanted that. At least 10 Iraqi soldiers were killed in a suicide car bomb attack at a checkpoint in a province north of Baghdad, the same province where 9 American soldiers were killed Monday. Sunni militants are believed to have flocked there because of the ongoing security surge in Baghdad. It was on May 1st, 2003, that President Bush declared an end to major combat operations in Iraq in front of a huge banner that read "Mission Accomplished" on a ship off our shores. Now the Senate is poised to follow the House in approving a withdrawal date for U.S. troops in Iraq. AP correspondent Jerry Bodlander reports.
The yeas are 218, the nays are 208.
The vote was mostly along party lines, with Democrats like Massachusetts Congressman James McGovern arguing U.S. troops should start coming home in a little more than 5 months.
This war represents one of the biggest blunders in our history.
All but 2 Republicans rejected what they termed a surrender date. This is Kentucky Congressman Harold Rogers.
This bill is nothing short of a cut and run in the fight against Al-Qaeda.
Today's expected Senate approval will set up a veto showdown with the president. Jerry Bodlander, Capitol Hill.
What was that, Ruth?
I said, what's wrong with that? Not cut and run against Al-Qaeda, but cut and run out the hell out of Iraq.
Well, I don't understand. Why are we waiting 5 months? I mean, if this is what our government is going to do, get out now then.
Do it now.
Do it now.
I agree.
I would hate to have a loved one over there
In the 5 months.
who gets picked off in this 5-month window. I mean, if you're going to quit and get out, then do it now.
And then they can all just kill each other.
It's all political
instead of killing
compromise.
us.
And they're just the pawns in a political compromise.
That is disgusting.
It's totally disgusting.
That is disgusting.
It's shameful.
If what they're doing is coming to some sort of 5-month window just to keep everyone's political feelings from getting hurt.
Tell that to George Bush.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because Bush is going to veto this anyway.
Well, Ruth, George does not want them to come home in 5 months. He wants them to come home now, but he wants to finish the job over there.
I've never heard him say he wants them to come home now.
He is on the record of saying he wants this done.
I haven't heard that word
yet.
Well, then you guys don't listen, because he is on the record of saying, of course I want this done. But that's not the choice that he finds available to him now. What he wants and what he feels he has to do are two different things.
And I guess Congress disagrees. Because they want to set some sort of timetable.
51% of Congress disagrees.
Well, that's how the bill's,
50.5% of Congress.
That's how the bill's getting to his desk, and he's vowed to veto it anyway. So
right,
it's really
but I don't understand this. If you're gonna, what's with the 5 months? Here's what I'm saying.
I think just in terms of personnel and moving that many people in and out of a country. I mean, it took a while to get them over there.
Then start now.
I'm totally with you. Now. I'm so glad you're seeing my side of this.
I don't see the side of waiting 5 months. For the Democrats in Congress who want to end this thing. Explain to me why wait 5 months before you start. Why?
I think because that's the only way they thought they could get the president to even listen to it.
Well, then they're stupid if they think he's going to respond to
I
any
think there's
kind
a lot of that going around on Capitol Hill.
They're stupid if they think he's going to respond to any kind of early withdrawal. If you want him out, start now.
I'm with you.
Stupid.
I'm with you there, too. I think there's a lot of that going around.
All right, I have to break now. What do we have coming up in round 2?
Well, we're going to talk American Idol. We're going to talk. We're going to hear from our governor as well.
Oh, Mr. Governor, you're on the news today.
Mr. Governor's going to be in the news today.
Well, I always like it when you're one of our special guests.
Thank you very
What are you going to be
much.
talking about?
I don't know yet. It's impromptu.
Well, it's that thing
You haven't made it up
with that
yet?
lawsuit.
It's a lawsuit thing.
What lawsuit is it?
About that thing.
Oh, that thing.
You know why? It's because you're worried about global warming, and you're going to sue the
going to sue the EPA,
so you can
so I
control
can
the
control
greenhouse emissions
in this state.
And when we come back, the verdict is in on that woman that was riding around with Foley.
Oh, God.
In his purple Cutlass.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a cool car.
I know.
The girl that tried to run over the cop. Verdict is in on her. We'll give you that next here on KGB and Q103. Well, my friends at Cox want to know if you're watching TV on your schedule, not on the network schedule, your schedule. Cox Digital Video Recorder. Hereafter shall be referred to as DVR. Cox DVR. Now, I've got a bunch of these in my house, and I absolutely love them. You don't miss a minute of your favorite shows. Use your remote control to automatically record entire seasons of your favorite programs with a touch of a button. You can pause live TV. You can rewind live TV, just like I did last night when Jake Peavy got his 10th strikeout. Back it up, watch it myself.
Torture.
I mean, have you ever been watching a game and you thought you saw something and you're like, oh, come on, do an instant replay, do an instant replay. Well, you can do your own when you've got DVR. Do them whenever you want, and you're watching TV when you want to. You can watch one show while recording another. You can record 2 shows at the same time. It's magic. It's the greatest invention ever. Cox DVR. And they'll even give you a 30-day free trial. Call Cox 760-599-6060, 619-262-1122, or log on to coxsandiego.com. Hi, we're on 101 KGB, and we're on Q103. All right, you remember when, what's the football player's name?
Steve Foley.
Steve. He's not such a great guy. Steve. You remember the whole police chase, unmarked car, off-duty cop,
Yep.
shot Foley. Well, his girlfriend, remember the story was that she got behind the wheel and tried to mow the cop down.
Right.
Her name is Lisa Marie Gout.
I think it's Gott.
Gott. Thank you, Shelley. She got, among other things, guilty of assault with a deadly weapon and DUI. That's jail time.
She got 2 DUI misdemeanor counts, but she was acquitted of the charge of assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer.
But she did get guilty of assault with a deadly weapon.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I guess if it's on a peace officer, that's
it's bigger.
Bigger time.
That's more bad.
But obviously, one of the points brought out was that he never flashed his badge. Everything happened too fast. Yeah.
Going up on the website, dscshow.com, is video of a woman who can yodel in her own canyon.
Really? Get out! Oh,
Is she
I
a
want to see
gymnast?
it. You know they're going to...
We've had stories of guys who can celebrate Steak and Knobber Day all by themselves.
I had a picture of that.
But it would be much more impressive a lady who could celebrate Chicken and Lickin' Day all by herself.
Yeah.
I mean, that is flexible.
Wow.
And Chucko is working on getting the link to that installed on our website, dscshow.com.
You don't think those Cirque du Soleil freaks are having a good time off stage?
Oh, yeah.
Having a good time. Imagine getting a backstage pass to Cirque du Soleil. You go back there and they're all doing themselves.
Wow.
What do you think we do when we're waiting for our turn? As soon as the dancing bear gets off that ball. Did you see there's a new Cirque coming to town? Called Delirium.
Oh,
It's coming
my
to
God.
iPay1 later this year. Wow. Yeah. What do they got? 17 of them? I saw Mystere when I was in Las Vegas.
Is that good?
I have seen it as well, David.
Trumper.
And I've seen O.
I saw that too. Front row. Front row.
Yeah.
Did you see somebody famous in the audience when you were there?
No.
Sharon Stone.
But you couldn't trump my Mystere story. You couldn't. You tried, but you couldn't. Nice try. And I saw O from the front row.
What's O?
O is another Cirque du Soleil show. They've got Mystere, they've got O, they've got Love, they've got Ka, they've got the Dirty Ones, Zumanity.
Wow.
Saw that.
There's 5 Cirque shows playing in Vegas right now.
I saw the Dirty One, David.
Maybe more. Zumanity?
Yeah, it was okay. It's all right. It was,
Wow.
not as dirty as you would hope for Vegas, but
they're always fabulous, no matter what.
I thought Mystere was okay. I still think O is the best one I've seen yet. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
I sent you a message.
What's-
They didn't look at it, asshole.
Okay, now you say they're calling it Sports Arena. The commercial said I Pay One Center because I had to sit there and think, what the hell is that in Anaheim? Oh no, that's us.
Right.
The TV commercial said I Pay One, but tell me what's going on.
I'm just passing along a message from Jim that it's back to Sports Arena.
Jim who?
Richards?
Oh, Mr. Jim.
Mr.
Yeah.
Jim.
Well, Mr. Jim should concentrate on getting us a new TiVo and quit worrying about what our stadiums are called.
I have explicit
Mr.
instructions from Mr. Jim that I'm going to get to in sports, but go ahead, Shell.
What do you mean?
He's issued me a
missive?
A missive.
Oh, no.
A dictum?
The word has come down from the top of the mountain?
An order.
From Mr. Jim?
To the sports desk.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is something about NASCAR?
No.
Let me guess.
Wow.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. blew his nose.
Yeah.
It's not hockey, is it?
No.
Oh, from Jim.
Well, we're going to have to wait and find out.
Very exciting. And
What's going on with Mr. Jim?
Yeah, Mr. Jim.
Mr. Jim. All right. So that's the deal with Lisa Marie Gott.
I saw GOT.
All right, very good.
Pronunciation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Governor Schwarzenegger is threatening to sue the Environmental Protection Agency. Our governor says his administration will sue the EPA if they fail to act more quickly on our state's request to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from automobiles. An EPA spokeswoman says the agency is moving forward with the state's request and that the agency is expected to announce a public comment period next week. If a waiver is granted, though, it would allow California to more aggressively regulate greenhouse gases as air pollutants. Thank you, Governor.
I heard China has now passed the United States in terms of producing badness that causes global warming.
You certainly got more people.
So that's another war we're losing.
And now they're poisoning our food with plastic.
Thank you very much.
What's that about?
Happened in this country. I remember when we were goers.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you get Keira Knightley, Lisa Kudrow, and Goldie Hawn involved when American Idol does a charity project and it's all about the music? Well, you have them lip sync. They were among the dozens of celebrities who lip synced to Stayin' Alive, along with Helen Mirren. Go on.
Yeah, she was on it.
Dr. Phil.
That was bad.
Leaving room for
Yes,
that.
that was
Nikki
really
Dolenz, Mark Anthony, Blue Man Group.
What you thought? Does that mean you guys lecture me like you're my mother? No.
Good Charlotte, Hugh Grant minus the baked beans, and even Miss Piggy.
He didn't whip any baked beans at
He
you
did
last night.
not whip any. No, not at all. And then there was a song called Time to Care, written and conducted by Quincy Jones and sung by the top 6 Idol contestants.
'Cause it's time to care.
It's time to change. Great Brady Bunch song.
'Cause it's time to care. Love is the greatest power. Let's make it rain and shower every nation. Time to share.
Yeah, I got a hunch none of those 6 care that much about what's going on in Africa.
Well, Ben Stiller does. He vowed to sing Little River Band's Reminiscing until Idol Gives Back raised $200 billion.
I want to make you understand that I'm talking about a lifetime plan. How we doing?
We've made $8,000.
$8,000. All right, we keep going. Oh, don't believe I can hardly wait. I said to myself,
Who was that?
That was Ben Stiller holding us hostage with a Little River Band song.
What did he say? What was his goal? 400 billion?
200 billion.
200 billion, yeah.
What do we get? 8,000? Okay, here we go. Let's go. And then Simon auditioned for American Idol with The Simpsons as his judges.
Don't you wish your boyfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your boyfriend was a freak like me? Don't you?
Don't you?
Okay, stop right there. First of all, lose the accent, Mary Poppins. This is American Idol.
Oh, that was funny. That was great.
And then in the song If I Can Dream, performed by Elvis Presley on tape, not from, death, wherever he is, and Celine Dion.
He's alive, I'm telling you.
Is he? Here it is.
They reanimated him last night. It was amazing.
If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, why can't my dream come true?
That was just stunning to watch last night.
And then just to piss Dave Rickards off, Ryan Seacrest announced the surprise result in this week's vote.
Chris, you're safe. I told you this was going to be shocking. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very shocking. Believe me. Jordan, you are also safe.
There's the trick.
Because we lied. We're not kicking off anybody. Yeah,
And then
that's
Ryan
not shocking. That's a lie.
That's a lie. And Ryan now explains the lie.
Oh, good. This will make me feel better. What am I playing?
Number 12.
I don't have a number 12.
Oh, that's...
Now I do.
Okay.
We've asked you to vote for your favorites, and tonight, all your favorites are still in the competition.
Oh, yeah!
And then Seacrest said even though nobody was eliminated this week, the votes will still count for next week.
All your votes are still valid. This week's votes will be added to next week's votes, and we will send home the bottom two next week.
So we have that to look forward to. The other big news yesterday was Rosie O'Donnell is leaving The View. And of course, the late night hosts decided to incorporate that into their monologue. Here's Jay Leno noting that Rosie O'Donnell's departure was big news.
That's a big story. Given how big the story is, the story is so big. They actually woke up Barbara Walters in the middle of the show to tell her that
And here's Jay speculating on who might replace Rosie.
Well, they now say they're looking for someone chic who can relate with the other women on the show. Front runner so far, Ryan Seacrest.
And then Letterman took his turn during his monologue last
Rosie
night.
O'Donnell has announced that she is leaving The View. Yes.
Oh my God!
And then after she made that announcement, she shaved her head and checked into rehab.
And then Letterman had his whole top 10 list be reasons Rosie is leaving The View.
Number 2, tired of the empty gin bottles in Barbara Walters' office. And number 1 reason Rosie O'Donnell is leaving The View, tested positive for steroids. Well, there you go.
You ever notice how number 1 is always lame?
It's not as good as some of the
Always
others.
lame.
Yeah.
2 is always good.
It's always good.
Sometimes 6 is a honey, but 1 just always sucks.
So, amid all that news, what does Star Jones think about Rosie leaving? Well, it's official today. She has no comment. One day before Rosie's bombshell, AP Radio interviewed Star. For what? We don't know. They asked her how she'd been doing since leaving the show last June. Jones has been reevaluating her
Court
life
TV,
and
isn't she?
career. Yeah, she is on Court TV. Yeah. And she holds no grudge against the show for firing her. She is on Court TV. She has a new show premiering in late summer. She was asked if she'd like to go up against The View and beat them in ratings for revenge. And she said, no, that's tacky and unseemly to even focus on something like that.
Oh, brother.
But you know she was thinking it.
I want to play for you the first part of Simon auditioning for American Idol. If you didn't see it, they made a cartoon of Simon, and it's kind of like when they go from city to city and they're just in that little like conference room in a hotel somewhere. That's where it's set. Here's the opening part. They made a special Simpsons cartoon for American Idol last night. Here's how it goes.
I must admit, I'm a little nervous. I've never been comfortable with the idea of judging someone singing. I mean, we're all so beautiful in our own way.
Come on, hurry it up. We got 10,000 other losers to listen to.
What's going on? He goes, don't you wish your boyfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your boyfriend was a freak like me? Don't you? Don't you?
And the funny thing on this, Homer, who's playing Simon, is like, he's got his hand on his head. He's
rolling
like,
his eyes.
Marge Simpson is trying to do the Randy moves with his fingers going dog. And Lisa Simpson, who's playing Paula, is up and dancing. got a big smile on her face, big wide open eyes, and she's dancing along, having a great time.
Okay, stop right there. First of all, lose the accent, Mary Poppins. This is American Idol. Secondly, I'm sorry, you are not 23.
You lied to us, dog.
There's a dog. I like dogs.
Okay, please, can I just put on my chaps and try once more?
Don't worry, you're going to Hollywood. It's right through this door.
Lions haven't eaten this well since Dunkelman.
That was pretty funny. That was really funny. They hit a trap door for him.
Love it.
Yeah, and he falls through the floor. He thought it was funny. He had a big smile on his face.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, amid all the Alec Baldwin controversy, Chainsaw speculated, since one of his favorite new shows is 30 Rock, that he was worried that this might affect that show. Now, here's Rosalie Fox reporting Alec wants NBC to let him out of his 30 Rock contract.
Alec Baldwin says he's asked NBC to let him out of his 30 Rock contract so he can devote time to the issue of parental alienation. But NBC has quickly nixed that idea, saying, quote, Alec Baldwin remains an important part of 30 Rock. We look forward to having him continue his role in the show.
So you're not getting out. Here's Alec explaining why he wants out of his 30 Rock contract. NBC, though, denies they're going to let him do it.
In a pre-taped appearance to air Friday on The View, Alec Baldwin says he wants to quit 30 Rock so the sitcom and the hundreds who work on it wouldn't be hurt by the situation. The situation, of course, is Baldwin and ex-wife Kim Basinger's custody dispute over their 11-year-old daughter, Ireland. It boiled over with Baldwin's telephone message for his daughter, berating her as a rude, thoughtless little pig for missing his call.
Was that number 20?
That was, I don't know.
Is there one more about Alec?
I have a number 21.
All right, let's play
About
it.
that tirade left on his daughter's voicemail, Alec Baldwin tells The View, quote, there's nothing wrong with being frustrated or angry about something. It's the way you do it. And as people often do in this world, I took it out on the wrong person because I'm unable under the current dynamic to address the other person. I realized that was wrong. Barbara Walters then asks, you said it to your daughter, but you meant it for your ex-wife? Baldwin answers, well, I think that goes without saying, quite frankly.
Then why did he say it?
Said everything else.
That's right. Meanwhile, in other news, St. Louis Archbishop Raymond Burke has resigned as board chair of a Catholic charity. He did it because they invited Sheryl Crow to sing at a benefit this weekend.
Okay, 22?
Yes.
She should not be used by any Catholic institution for fundraising or any other purpose because of her positions, which are clearly contrary both to the natural law and to divine revelation.
I want to make out with you right now, Mr. Excito.
Yeah, the Archbishop said Sheryl Crow is a performer who promotes moral evil.
From everything that I've read.
What does Sheryl Crow do?
That whole toilet paper thing, come on. He's very upset about that.
What does she do that's so terrible?
She
just wants to have fun on Santa Monica Boulevard. What's wrong with that?
Because she believes she supports legal abortion and embryonic stem cell research.
Well, so does half the earth.
He can't take it. He's very sensitive,
From
and so he's
everything
quit.
that I've read, she has been a proponent of procured abortion, holding that a woman should have a right to abort a child in her womb.
Oh, how dare she?
And here's the Archbishop saying Cheryl's scheduled appearance at Saturday's benefit is a scandal that could lead others to the same kind of evil.
Catholic Church's clear teaching on the inviolable dignity of human life from its inception to natural death will be called into question by one of our Catholic institutions featuring an outspoken proponent of...
Okay, I don't even know what you're saying. I got news for you. You need to step into the 21st century there,
I mean,
Mr.
there's millions of women that agree with her. They think the same thing.
Oh, by God.
The Catholic Church is very slow to change.
They have really got to retool themselves.
I heard that they got rid of limbo. You know, there was purgatory where you're bad, but limbo was this place where you were kind of good, kind of
Too many
bad.
women were showing up in short skirts, and when they put the bar down real low, you can see their punana. They had to get rid of it.
And the Pope has back trouble. You shouldn't do it.
Is that pussy green? I think it's just the way the light's coming in through the stained glass window, Father.
Corky.
Well, it's tough work, but People Magazine has come up with a list of gorgeous celebrities. Here's Rosalie Fox to tell us who made this year's list.
Is this the 100 most beautiful people?
Yes.
Anybody want to take a flying, leaping guess who's number one? Unless you know, you'll never get it.
Oh, I don't know.
The new It Girl?
Borgnine?
You know what? She's cute and everyone likes her, but for her to make the top of this list is just like, really?
Right.
Wow.
Kelly. Jessica Biel. She's the new it girl.
Alba.
No, it's none of the Jessicas.
Oh.
Drew Barrymore is the cover girl for People Magazine's 100 Most Beautiful list. Her
grief.
fourth time on the list, first on the cover. Other celebs joining Barrymore on People's list: Eva Longoria, Jessica Simpson, Catherine McPhee, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, and Ugly Betty's America Ferrera, who isn't ugly at all. Jennifer Garner's on
What do you
the
mean
list,
she's not ugly at
along
all?
with Scarlett Johansson, Helen Mirren,
without the braces.
Reese
Helen
Witherspoon, Halle Berry,
Mirren.
and Julia Roberts. Beautiful men are also on People's list, including Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, Patrick Dempsey, George Clooney, Eric Bana.
Gosh, I've never seen that issue before.
Same old guys.
It's really different from all 50 years you've been doing
They
it.
just scrambled the pages. And
Drew
that's how
Barrymore.
Drew got on the cover. Exactly.
Man.
And sadly today to report
Who's
there's
cute, Ruth?
She's cute, but not
Not
most beautiful. Not
I
even
agree.
beautiful.
And I don't agree that America Ferrara is pretty.
She's cute.
She
Don't
is
agree
in
with
the
that
Traveling
either.
Pants movie, which
I'm-
made you weep openly.
I'm aware of that. I don't think she's cute.
Have you seen her in any of the talk shows when she has nice hair and nice clothes? that
Have you
fit?
seen the title of her TV show?
Yeah, on the show she is a major uggo.
Fugly Betty.
That's acting, Dave. She's not really ugly.
Yeah, she acts ugly, David. That's all her craft.
She's very attractive. She's cute. Not beautiful, but she's cute. Kit, like how Paris says.
If it's got a punana, we like it.
Nice.
That's how it works.
Cute.
Speaking of Punana, there is legal trouble for Girls Gone Wild creator Joseph Francis. AP correspondent Denise Petsky reports.
We've had a multi-vehicle crash on the Indiana Toll Road.
I don't know. What number did you want?
Number 26 is what
That is number 26.
Oh, crap. That's
We've
not
had
it
a
at all.
multi-vehicle.
Let's hear what happened, though.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a multi-vehicle crash. And, here we go.
We've had a multi-vehicle crash on the Indiana Toll Road just east of Bristol, Indiana. We had 3 tractor trailers and 3 passenger vehicles that were involved in it.
Gosh darn too bad.
Okay, well, we'll move on with that. Let's see if we have this one.
Is there much more news?
They're just 2 little others.
2 littles. Okay.
All right.
Let's do it. 2 littles. Yes, I do.
Christian Salazar reports the current Miss America has been working with authorities in New York on an undercover sexting operation.
20-year-old beauty queen Lauren Nelson worked with police to target would-be sexual predators. She pretended to be a 14-year-old girl, chatted with men online, and agreed to meet with them.
Damn it.
And just a couple more stories here. The feds now say marijuana is getting stronger. AP correspondent Sandy Kozel reports.
The University of Mississippi project has tested samples of marijuana seized by law enforcement agents since the late 1970s to check levels of the active ingredient, THC. The White House Drug Policy Office says the average amount of THC in marijuana seized last year reached 8.5%, nearly doubling since the 80s. This testing has long been the basis for government warnings that marijuana is potentially more harmful today than it was for previous generations.
Good.
Sandy
grief.
Kozel, Washington.
These kids are never going to remember anything. Twice as
Just like us.
You might have been more affected by it than some other people.
Holy smoke.
Finally, this morning, on Sunday, 35-year-old Benjamin Hodges of Tampa, Florida, found a dead 5-foot alligator near a river in his neighborhood. And he did what any of us would do. He dumped it into a shopping cart, wheeled it home, got his butcher knife out, and on his front lawn just started hacking away. He saw that, and they called the cops, who came and arrested him because it is a felony in Florida to kill or possess an alligator.
Even if it's dead?
Mm-hmm. You get up to 60 days in jail.
Even if you didn't kill it?
And a $500 fine. Benjamin said he didn't know it was illegal to possess a dead alligator.
Nor did I.
And they asked him, well, why were you cutting it up? And he said, well, duh, I needed a new belt.
Holy crap.
Very good.
I mean, real croc leather bags go for a lot of dough. Shoot.
All right. Thank you very much, Shelley Dunn.
You are welcome.
Let's do this quick timeout on KGB and Q103.
This is what it sounds like when your car is stolen. A thief, only concerned about your car's parts, smashing the driver's side window with a brick. Then, sitting down behind the wheel, cracking open the ignition and driving away. You see, the elementary school where you parked your car for your daughter's recital is as likely a place as anywhere else to have your car stolen, and you'd have no idea it's happening. But this is what it sounds like when your car's LoJack system goes into action. You see, LoJack is the only stolen vehicle recovery system operated by the police. And working together, LoJack and the police have a 90% recovery success rate. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind, especially with no monthly fees. Your dealer is a LoJack expert. Talk to them. To find a dealer, call 1-800-4LoJack or visit LoJack.com.
LoJack is available for cars, trucks, motorcycles, construction equipment, cargo, and laptops. LoJack. Get it and get it back.
Fresh air, endless skies, starry nights, first-class cuisine, personal service, sun-drenched decks, midnight cocktails, exotic locations. Sound like a dream come true? It is. Introducing the Set Sail Dream Cruise giveaway from Total Rewards, where you could win one of 5 Royal Caribbean cruises for 2 every Wednesday at Harris Rincon. Want to play? It's easy. Just swipe your Total Rewards card and you're entered to win. Don't have a Total Rewards card? No problem. Just sign up for free at Harris Rincon and get a free travel gift, plus a chance to win up to $1,000. So get on board the Set Sail Dream Cruise giveaway. 5 cruises, 5 winners every week, and everyone wins cash or travel gifts guaranteed. Only at Harris Rincon San Diego North, where blue skies, clear water, and white sand really do come true. See rules at Total Rewards Center, owned by the Rincon San Luiseno Band of Mission Indians.
Start your day off right at McDonald's. Enjoy a hot cup of premium roast coffee. Just tell us how many creams and sugars to add, and we'll mix it for you. No more mess. Premium roast coffee, just the way you like it at McDonald's. Now open at 5 a.m.
Get in the zone. AutoZone. Has your car lost its get up and go? If so, you need to get to AutoZone. For a limited time at AutoZone, get a bottle of Prestone Complete Fuel System Cleaner free after mail-in rebate. Adding a bottle to your tank every 4,000 miles will clean fuel injectors, intake valves, and help restore lost power. AutoZone has the products you need to keep your car running at peak performance. So get to AutoZone now. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Announcing the Subaru All-Wheel Deal Sales Event. Until April 30th, get great deals from Subaru, the only car maker with the highest possible crash test rating for every model. So whether it's the Outback with a government 5-star crash test rating, or the Forester, Impreza, and Legacy with the highest possible crash test rating from IIHS, you'll feel confident driving any one of them. Right now, lease the all-wheel drive Tribeca, which received the top safety pick from IIHS for only $299 per month. Safety made affordable. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Hurry in. Offers end April 30th.
Now is the best time to lease the 2007 Subaru Tribeca 5-passenger for just $299 per month for 36 months with $28.93 due at signing.
Tax, title, and registration fees extra. Call 1-800-1-AWD for these details. Take delivery from dealer stock by 4/30/07. Based on 2007 best results from either NHTSA or IIHS testing. Government tests are part of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration New Car Assessment Program. See safercar.gov and IIHS.org for more detail. Top safety picks include 2007 Tribeca, awarded 11/21/06.
Tonight on MyTV 13, catch an hour of laughs with the King of Queens. Then Naomi Watts stars in the Thursday night movie Mulholland Drive, followed by Scrubs. It all starts tonight at 7 on MyTV 13.
Unless you're Mr. Moneybags, you don't need to be throwing your money away every time you dial 411, because I found the solution with 1-800-FREE-411. It's so simple and so easy, and I'm so glad I found it because I know I'm saving tons of money. With 1-800-FREE-411, there is no charge when you dial for a directory assistance. You can get any number you need absolutely free. And you can kind of do your own operator thing. Search by category. Maybe you need to find a nail place in your neighborhood, dry cleaner, just restaurant, that kind of thing. Well, you punch in that category and boom, you got a list. You're your own operator. 1-800-FREE-411 from any phone, cell phone, home phone, work phone. You can even program it into your speed dial on your cell phone. It's even that much easier. So do it now. Program 1-800-FREE-411 into your cell phone speed dial, and you will never, ever pay for 411 again. You'll thank me when you see the savings on your home and cell phone bills. Tell your friends, tell your family they can save on their bills too. All you got to do is punch it up. It's 1-800-FREE-411.
Shelley, as you know, the Stan Humphries Celebrity Golf Tournament commences today at Morgan Run. And there are very, very many very famous celebrities who are coming into town. John Elway, Ray Romano, Mike Eruzione, the great 1980 gold medal winning hockey team captain.
Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt, who's playing with 2 very bad knees and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player. And he thanks God that dream came true.
And then Romo isn't playing this year.
But I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind that the greatest celebrity of them all is the Love Master.
Oh, Craig.
Oh, Craig.
This is harsh. Come on. You're naming all these people. Why don't you just say that I'm the only one you could get on your show? Why don't
We love you.
Why don't you just tell the truth right there?
We had that little idiot on our show, too.
Yeah, he was a nice little idiot.
Are any of those people on XM Comedy killing people with that bit? Oh, man, you are the bomb, dog.
Thank you, Randy Jackson. Here is comedian Craig Shoemaker, is a good friend of the Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Show, and so Stan Humphries glommed on to one of our celebrities.
Thanks a lot, Stan.
But I'm the worst golfer in this thing. Last year I got a trophy for closest to the car. Genius.
Congratulations.
You know why I come here? I play for last place with Ray Romano. He and I battle it out.
Well, now he's been, you can't turn on a celebrity golf tournament without seeing Ray Romano out there. So.
Oh, I know. And you think with all the multi-millions coached by David Ledbetter, he belongs to 5 country clubs. And I'm playing in my backyard.
Doing pitch and putt and paying for your tee times.
Doing pitch and putt with my kids, and I'm still beating them.
Yeah. He was pretty funny. He was on our show a couple years ago, and he was playing with Brad Garrett, who played his brother Robert on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Hello, Raymond.
Oh, Raymond.
Raymond, I think that ball didn't go in the hole, Raymond.
And Garrett was just dejected because they just finished 9. All it was 9. They were making the turn, and he had 82.
Who did?
Brad Garrett.
Oh, yeah, Brad is really bad. But plus, he's 6'6". He's way far away from the ball.
Right. And he's bemoaning the whole fact, and he's saying to Ray, how could I have shot 82? And Romano, quick as he is, says, because you missed the putt for 81.
Romano and I, one time we played with a playmate.
Nice.
It was me and Lisa Durgan and Romano, and you realize just how sexual the game of golf is when you play with a hot woman.
How do you figure?
Because everything sounds sexual. It's like she says, I went in the water, and Ray's like, I don't think you're wet. I mean, the ball that you hit, the ball that's a golf ball with the titles, that's wet, not you. I mean, and then it's like, the shaft, how you hold the shaft. You got to hold it right. I'm the shaft. I mean, the thing with the putter. everything is sexual in this game.
Tell me, did the Love Master show up for Ms. Durgan?
Oh, yeah. This is the whole, baby. Yeah. I'll have you sweating like Jessica Simpson taking the SATs. Oh, yeah. I'll have you shaking like Courtney Love in rehab. Master, baby.
Craig, are you doing any night work while you're here in town?
No, I am not. I'm doing a little performance here, a little private performance.
Oh, nice.
No one's supposed to know about, and I just announced it. But,
Sweet, we'll be there.
Yeah, but actually, now that I'm on the phone with you, I have a new movie that came out last week, and I hope you all get it.
Let's hear it.
It's about marijuana. It's called Totally Baked, a Potumentary. And it's got a lot of big stars in it. Go to totallybakedmovie.com. Go there right now, and you'll see it's very, very funny. It's getting great reviews.
Are you serious?
Maybe we'll get a review from you guys when you get the DVD.
Are you serious? Did you really make this?
Oh, yeah. I'm serious. I produced it and wrote it, and I act in it, and it's got a lot of great actors in it. And it came out a couple weeks ago in a few theaters, and now it's already on DVD. I think it came on DVD before it went to theaters, but that's all right.
I know how that works.
It's a really funny movie about the search for the truth about marijuana.
Okay, cool. Well, congratulations. That's very cool.
Thank you. And you can always go to my website and see what I'm up to, craigshoemaker.com and all that, because,
You got to call it, Craig.
Oh, Craig.
Oh, man. Now, you're not going to go back on the KGB show.
Well, I hope next time you come to town and you're doing your night job, I hope you'll come back to the radio station because we had a great time with you.
I'm so glad I got such a great introduction, and you remind people about my firing from the Magic Johnson. You go over all of the bad things that have happened in my life too. I cut my toe in my first lawn that I mowed. Why don't you talk about that too?
Yeah, but I think the show got canceled before you actually got fired from the Magic Johnson.
No, that's incorrect. I was fired on day 3. They took me off the couch in the middle of the show.
Craig.
Magic said, we'll be back after this, and apparently that didn't include me. Oh, Craig, you're not going to come back on? Oh, man.
Chainsaw, what was the reference you made there, the satellite reference to Craig Shoemaker?
Oh, he's got this bit where he plays with the audience, and he has the audience do all the sound effects. And if there's a comedy album you'd like to promote, please do, because it's just comedy genius.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's the Playing Army, where I have people when they were kids. Actually, we could do it with you guys right now.
All right.
Let me hear your machine gun from when you were a kid when you played Army. What was that, a sprinkler?
Oh, they trumped me. God
I heard that at Morgan Run Golf Course this morning. So we make fun of people's machine guns from when they were kids. And so that's on my album. By the way, the album, I'm very proud of, just went cardboard.
Nice. Very nice.
By the way, I have a little kid here. I'm getting a massage. I think he did a better machine gun than you. Come here.
Let me hear.
Miles, come here. He's probably 3-4 years old. He does, do a machine gun. Ready, go. No, do a machine gun sound. That's better than your sprinkler.
Got trumped by a 3-year-old. This job sucks.
Kid, I actually had the kid here on speakerphone. He's going, that was wimpy.
Hey, he's not the first.
I'm getting a massage right now, by the way.
What are you,
from the 4-year-old?
That's against the law.
At Morgan Run.
That's against the law here in California to have 4-year-olds rubbing you down.
No, I didn't mean that. That's the son of the woman rubbing me down. Come on.
Making Michael Jackson jealous. Hey, I gotta go to that
the
turn.
King of pop. He's the queen of denial.
Yeah.
He's like the reverse Pinocchio. He loses his nose when he lies.
Go out and see Craig Shoemaker. You can talk to him, get his autograph, watch him play golf. He's shooting for last place at the Stan Humphreys 9th annual Toyota Celebrity Golf Tournament. It's going on all weekend. Saturday and Sunday are the big fun days where you can play contests. Remember to get in for all 4 days. Only costs you $10. If you're a kid 10 or under, go on out. You get in for free, and you can give Craig Shoemaker a nice rub down.
That was not right.
Military ID gets in for free, too. Craig, thanks for participating, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having fun.
All right, see you later. Craig. Oh, Craig. He's funny. All right, Chainsaw's going to wrap up sports for us in 60 seconds here. The shortest commercial timeouts in American radio. It's KGB, reminding you that the tax break you've been hunting for. I know you've been getting taxed to death this month. What with, property taxes, state taxes, federal income. Well, Sleep Train says, come on in. Pick out one of the great beds we have. Don't worry about the price, because that's the lowest price guarantee. In fact, on your good credit, we'll let you sleep free for up to a year. No down payment, no monthly payments, no interest, nothing for a year. Do whatever you want with that money. Invest it. Buy Coffee Mate. Do whatever you like. And on top of all the good things that they do out there, including free same-day delivery and free setup of the best beds in the business, no sales tax for a very limited time. Don't miss out on this great offer. Sleep Train San Diego, giving you the tax break that you deserve by paying the tax for you. Sleep Train, your ticket to a better night's sleep. All right, let's get a sports update with a chainsaw right now. Wrap up this Thursday. Go Boodle.
Well, good morning, and thank you, David, and hello again, everybody in the sports world. In an absolutely dominating performance, Jake Peavy struck out 16 D-backs through 7 innings, left the game leading 2-zip. Manager Bud Black put the game into the normally reliable hands of Scotty Linebrink and Trevor Hoffman for the 8th and 9th. Linebrink gave up a homer in the 8th to make it 2-1, and Trevor walked the guy in the 9th and then hung a curveball that Andrea Bocelli could hit with a fettuccine.
3-1. Well hit to right. Giles is back. and it's gone, and the Diamondbacks win it!
Oh, no.
Santa Maria.
No kidding.
On a night that Jake Peavy strikes out 16 and totally shoves it up the Diamondbacks' backs, Arizona wins it in the 9th.
And despite the ruination of his amazing performance, Peavy said, I love Hoffy to death, and he knows I'm in his corner. The Padres blow a chance to take a share of the division lead. Instead, still one game behind the Dodgers. Padres D-backs again tonight. Chris Young versus Livan Hernandez. First pitch, 6:40 our time on Channel 4. The city of Buffalo was recently described by Sports Illustrated as the losingest city in sports. It's kind of weird. I mean, the Bills did pretty good. The Sabres are doing good. I don't know. To which Detroit replied, hey, get your own gig, Buffalo. We're working this side of the street. Obviously referring to the hapless Detroit Lions, who haven't won a playoff game since Ruthie was babysitting Abe Lincoln. And while we're referring to the NFL, our fearless and innovative KGB program director, Jim Richards, has instructed me thusly with an email this morning.
Okay.
In the sports for the remainder of today and tomorrow, can you please mention that we'll have hourly reports 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday with NFL draft updates?
All right! Cool! I'm going to have a party.
Whose idea was that?
To which I replied to Jim, you gotta be kidding. I mean, okay, kinda.
Well, Chainsaw, the radio station has been far too successful.
Yeah,
and
true.
we just need to tone it down a little bit.
Well, I got to tell you something, because like the rest of San Diego, I'm going to be riveted.
Who isn't?
To KGB, so I can hear Lee Hacksaw Hamilton break down all the NFL draft picks leading up to the Chargers' first pick, which will be 30th in line.
Sweet.
So,
And the Chargers are proud to announce we have selected Posey Watsits from wherever.
Southwestern Louisiana Tech State.
See, no, I thought there were tons of men that were into that. Said, no, I can't do it on Saturday. The NFL draft's coming out. Like,
There are guys. There are guys, but they, by no calculating manner whatsoever, does it make up a measurable portion of the population.
And KGB would obviously be the first choice for those who would be interested in that. Those nerds. I mean,
well, now why doesn't Rock do it? They're the ones who carry the Chargers.
Yeah.
They might
stick it on them.
I don't know.
We got stuck with
Make
it.
them do it.
Look, Jim Richards knows what he's doing.
Mr. Jim to you. Mr. Jim.
I like
Jimmy.
Oh, Mr. Jim?
It's Mr. Jim. He doesn't even get Jimmy.
Mr. Jim knows what he's doing.
That's it.
Mr. Jim.
While in the National Bath.
Folks, as you could probably tell, I've been doing comedy now for several weeks. Nowadays, I make upwards of $10,000 a year. Making that kind of scratch, I get to visit New York now and then. I was actually walking around the other day in New York. I ran into one of them fellas in this town. Ooh, one of them fellas. You ever run into them fellas? The fellas that dress like ladies? You ever run into one of them? Yeah, what are they, transvestites? Is that it? Yeah? I ran into this one guy the other day, a transvestite, right? And he starts telling me this story, you know? He's bitching and moaning that he can't be a NFL cheerleader, right? Because, because every time he does a high kick, his penis would show, right? Yeah, I know. It was interesting, but it got on to like 5-10 minutes, and finally I just had to interrupt him and go, hey, listen, buddy, you know, I'm not paying you to talk.
Skitball Association. Dallas showered Golden State. San Antonio joined Denver to even up their respective series as at 1-1. Cleveland, Denzel Washington, and Ruthie's Lakers host Phoenix tonight. They are down 0-2. The game is at Staples, 7:30 TNT. In other sports, David.
Boy, what is this? You're taking a bunch of Boy Scouts out to trophies to booze it up tonight?
What?
All right.
That's it. We're going to be trooping down to trophies with the Boy Scouts, and it doesn't matter if they blow a wee below .08 because La Costa Limousine is giving them a ride.
La Costa Limo.
So come on out. You want to get to trophies with our next beautiful happy hour thing? Go to 101kgb.com.
What do the Boy Scouts have to do with this?
It's their office staff that is coming out with us tonight. So that's the Boy Scout office staff. Not any young men underage will be drinking at trophies tonight for happy hour. And La Costa Limousine is taking care of the whole thing. We're buying appetizers and drinks and free third world crappy prizes from the KGB.
Now, do you have to stand inside the La Costa Limousine because you are not allowed a chair anymore?
I'm sure that I will be required to stand. So I'll be, let's hope they don't go under any low overpasses or anything like that.
Will you be violating the court edict that came down from promotions, and will you actually dare to sit tonight at Trophies?
Oh, yeah. I'll probably bring a chaise lounge and someone to fan me with a grape leaf. Of course. So get to 101kgb.com. Get signed up for the happy hour at Trophies.
10:06, 35 seconds. Hey. This is your 101.5 KGB Sports Network. Oh, my.
And Chainsaw was brought to you by Trophies, America's original sports grill. Now, it's baseball season. You watch the game from any Trophies location. And if you're going to Petco, hang at Trophies before and after. The new Trophies at 6th and K, 1 block from Petco. Your table's ready at Trophies.
Have you driven an F-150 lately? With 11,000 pounds of towing, best-in-class payload, and the strongest frame, F-150 is built for San Diego. Now get 0% financing for 60 months, only at your San Diego County Ford dealer. If you haven't driven a built Ford Tough F-150, you haven't driven a truck. Check it out at SanDiegoCountyFord.com.
Built for San Diego sunshine. Take a ride beyond the signs.
Not all buyers will qualify. 2007 F-150 with 60-month Ford credit APR financing at $1,667 per month per $1,000 finance with 10% down. Excludes F-150 Harley-Davidson. For APR, take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 5/31/07. Residency restrictions apply. See dealer for qualifications and details.
Have a good night's sleep for less. Mattress Discounters.
Clean, efficient propane. Propane cooktops heat instantly and have greater temperature control. No wonder 9 out of 10 chefs prefer gas for home cooking. For more information, visit usepropane.com. Propane, exceptional energy.
While most talk radio spins, AM 1360 is a radio revolution.
This is something, man. This is our generation, man.
Independent thinking, progressive talk.
Yeah, I think, brother.
Tune in, turn on AM 1360 KLSD.
Need a new roof? Secure Roof offers an energy rebate program where you can get up to 100% of the cost back in cash in 48 months. Call 1-866-SECURE-ROOF today for details. Terms and conditions apply.
1-866-SECURE-ROOF. For tomorrow's $90 million lottery, here are 4 out of the 5 winning numbers: 2, 31, 20, and 7. Good luck.
What if everything was as easy as buying a Honda? Now through April, take advantage of special offers on the fuel-efficient Civic and the award-winning Accord. It doesn't get much easier. See your Honda dealers of San Diego County today.
There were the haves.
We're in a pretty good spot.
And the have-nots.
I'm not comfortable at all.
Now, in the most surprising Survivor yet.
No, we're left out of the loop.
Everyone will feel the pain.
Now the game is really on. I'm ready to fight.
New Survivor Fiji. Then on a new CSI. What does it take to kill a legendary boxer? More than you can imagine.
Smashed with a crowbar. Poisoned by shrimp and bitten by a snake.
New CSI, followed by James Woods in a new Shark.
It's a great night of television beginning at 8 right here on CBS 8. 2,700 homes in a North County development.
There's some embers in the house.
Could they all be evacuated in a wildfire?
Oh, we got a spot fire downstream now.
Or would the owners have to stand and fight?
Holy mackerel, that whole other side is laid.
And this has happened in 10 minutes.
News 8 asks the hard questions about this controversial new firefighting strategy.
Well, we fought it for as long as we could outside, but now it's time to fight it inside, I think.
Shelter in place. Tonight on News 8 at 11, right after Shark.
Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. This is the KGB.
Emily, would you thank our sponsors for today's show, please?
Yes, sir. Hold on. We have Trophies Restaurants, Breck BMW, Coffee Mate, Harrah's Rincon Casino, the Zoological Society of San Diego, Subaru, UPS Store, BA House, Mossy Nissan, KNSD, Western Lexus Dealers, Kaiser Permanente, and the Honda Dealers of San Diego.
Thank you, Emily. What were you saying, Ruth?
Hi, Baba.
Oh my God, are we actually making fun of someone else's voice?
I think that's about it.
That's messed.
It's a little happy voice.
Thanks to Nate Kading and Craig Shoemaker being on the show today. Nate was very gracious about accepting Shelley's tough love, acknowledging that she is indeed the one that set him on the right track towards success.
He's a good student.
They and many other great celebrities and athletes are out at Morgan Run for the rest of this week for the Stan Humphreys Celebrity Golf Classic, which is brought to you by Toyota. All right, Chris Boyer tonight at Trophies Mission Valley. Next, here on the radio, you get Cindy Pace on 101 KGB San Diego and in Temecula on KTMQ Q103. It's Jeff Gonzer. And we are 4/5 of the way through our work week. I'm going to take my biatch Bromo out for an ass whooping right now at Riverwalk.
Sweet.
Bory and I like to share our hobbies with you, whether it's go-karting or maybe a round of golf. We like to take you out. We'll pick up the tab for you. Just go to the website, 101kgb.com. Sign up for either one. Sign up for both if you want. We don't care. And thanks to Dennis and the gang out at Riverwalk for hooking us up. Thanks to our sponsor, Aldela, maker of the hottest shafts in golf. This show is on tonight at 7, and we'll see you tomorrow, Friday, 5. Love your show.